home to all of my crazy, crafty, creative creatures out there. My little lovelies, my lovelies, my pretties. Okay, guys. So I'm a little like, yeah, I've been having some interesting downloads. So I'm just gonna do a nice little spell prayer because I'm like, and I want to go back to this like Zen zone and keep getting more downloads. I've been like channeled a lot today and took like 3 or 4 naps. It was awesome. But yeah, if you all are new here, thank you for being here. My name is Sophia, and this is Divinity Within Me, where we take time to get in touch with the divine that exists within each one of us. So first, we'll start with this little spell prayer, whatever you like to call it, protection to universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ancient deities, ascended masters, animals, elementals, archangels, Galactic Federation of Love Light. We thank they all for your constant guidance, your blessings, your protection, for your clear and concise and precise messages, and for the ability to communicate, for your presence. So mote it be. We ask that any monitoring spirits, any handlers, groomers, any beings, spirits, entities, energies with any ill will or anything towards us on our names or anything like that be returned to us in wealth, abundance, and love. So mote it be. We ask that any of these darker people or forces that have attempted to take what belongs to us, like our life or our destiny or our blessings or our divine inheritance or physical things, we ask that you return to sender and we ask that it comes back to us 100-fold. So mote it be. So, guys, there's a lot of energy, energy. So, I wanted me to get this deck. I was going through, and before I do the readings, I kind of like do little mini tune in, mini meditation to kind of see what cards want to speak to us, because I think it's really important that there's basically different messages that comes through the different art, right? Here's the sun, right? This sun is more like time. Hold on, you guys, let me make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, can hear me. Okay. So, um, what's going on is some, like this was coming out outside, some's time is up, okay? There is like cosmic order that's going on, and I've talked about this before, you guys. Um, I've really spoken about this, how there is like higher galactic or planetary forces that come and step into play, especially when there's like major things happening, right? Especially when there's like a shift of consciousness on the planet. Um, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot of different stuff, right? There's a lot of different planets that are shifting, okay? So the changing of the guards, right? The changing of the guardians or the guards, right? The guardians are the four guardians of the galaxy. They're the fixed signs, the fixed energies. And we're having these outer planets and these fixed things that are shifting. And now that they're shifting, like what was maybe like flying under the radar before isn't not happening anymore. Um, so some people are not too happy about that. And that's based on what they have done with their time and their energy, right? There's a saying that people like to use, that goes, karma is a bitch. And really, karma is a witch. And karma is only a bitch if you are a bitch, right? Because it's a mirroring aspect. It's an aspect that returns to you, right? Like a boomerang, it returns to you what you put out. So if you're over here sad and depressed and unhappy because a lot is shifting, you're having these cosmic, karmic, whatever shifts. And maybe for many people, there can be something that happened. Okay. There's something that, okay. So for some, there's something that happened. Okay. Now the time is turning back. Okay. So for like the chosen ones, for collective, right? For collective, you have lost a lot of time due to a lot of other circumstances, due to people um, creating maybe circumstances or just being something that like built more strength into your character, right? In order to like make things go from an imbalanced state back into a balanced state, right? This is part of building your character, right? This is part of getting you to your ultimate core being, right? Because normally this is moving to safer shores, right? This energy of Six of Swords, but he's coming. So this is about the becoming, the coming into, right, collective, because this is about strength, right? So this is coming into your true divine power, right? You're finally receiving the gifts. Maybe you've been blocked. Maybe there was something. Maybe there was a lot of karma. Maybe there was a lot of stuff that you had to do that built this character, that built this strength, that moved you, that got you to the space of being able to celebrate, right? And it's taken a lot of time to get to this place, to regain your strength, right? Now, this is the story for some of you. For others, somebody bit off more than they could chew, right? And this would basically essentially be the inverse, where they're out of time. When the sun is upside down, this means a type of I mean, the way I see it when the sun is reversed is kind of like depression, right? Because if this is happiness and joy, right? This is everything. You're getting everything. It's new and fresh and happiness and joy. Then, like, this is like someone that's not so fucking happy, right? So, this to me, this is some type of depression, okay? So, other people are really upset because they ran out of time and now something is coming in, right? And something really strong is coming in. And whether that's you collective, whether you now came into your power and you're coming against all of this and they're out of time because now you're basically coming, like, I don't know, back into rule or back into power, right? This is like, this isn't going away. This is returning to your power, returning to your throne. And so these people are not happy about this. These people are not stoked about this. Or the beings or whatever they are. Uh, they don't have the capacity. They've been keeping things in an imbalance for a while. So let's see. Tell us what the sun in reverse is. So basically they're unhappy because they have done the most, right? They have done the most to try to prevent um, um, somebody from getting what is supposed to be theirs, right? They've done the most. They're unhappy because they can't prevent this. It's still coming. It's still coming. This isn't moving to safer shores. Like, this fool isn't like sneaking away. This ferryman isn't sneaking away. This fool is like sneaking up on some people. Like, with the fierceness, right? Because he's got this lantern, he's got like this light, this internal light. And look at these swords. Like, this is like boom. Like, this is somebody like, okay, where Normally the Six of Swords is moving to like this is gonna happen, but this person is like bringing like this person is like packing, right? Like they're bringing like backup. They're bringing like I mean like they're bringing something. Like they're bringing like skills. They're bringing like ninjas. They're bringing in some like battle shit. Like I don't know how to express this. They're bringing the heat, you know, like but they are like see how he's in the mist, see how there's like the masks, right? They're like coming in the night. They're like it's like infiltration. Infiltration. So yeah, normally this would be the card of like moving to safer shores, but in this case, like I don't really feel that, right? With it feels like infiltrating like this. So yeah, yeah, yeah. To take down this group. Yeah, that's the sun in reverse. Okay, so these people that were like previously running things, this cult, this coven, this organization, um, whatever this is, right? This emperor in reverse. These are who try to take away what was meant. They may have tried to get collective to also like go away, uh, or get them to run away. And collective's like, nah, you know what? Um, I was promised this like fucking cup from the universe, and like yeah, like so they're like so it's like they're bringing justice. Okay, part of how collective gets this cup, this offering is like these people, because collective has had this strength, because you've had the faith, because you've had the strength, right? Because you stayed focused, literally, you stayed focused on this dream, on this vision, on this goal. Okay, you're like, nah, nobody's like taking it from me. It doesn't matter. And there may have been a lot of bullshit, a lot of third parties, a lot of interference, a lot of people that tried to cause interference, that they literally tried to strip you down. They did to some extent. See how this guy is like not clothed here? Um, these people did the most. They were coming at collective. They could have, for many of them, they could have not just been like attacking or coming at them, but they also could have been like stalking, hunting, this weird, like creepy ass energy. Um, so because collective had that being done to, excuse me, yeah, because collective had that done to them and collective stood strong through all of it, you were like you fucking hissed back before they hissed, right? Because of that, due to your strength, it's like these people are now going to be experiencing that same thing. Yeah. These people have been at it for quite some time. Um, but not anymore. Not anymore. Okay. So first we have the Palace of Coins. So these people took like a home, property, home, business, some type of security, safety, stability, asset, but like this is actually like a physical place. This is actually like this can be a farm, a garden, a home, like a big like this can be a hotel, whatever. Okay, this is an actual physical asset. The Palace of Coins. This is physical. Okay, um, these people have been at it for a long time. They may have taken this property, this asset, whatever this was, this land, this farm, this whatever ranch, anchorage, like I don't know. I'm sensing like a lot of land, like different properties, multiple properties, um, and they've been living off of it for like a long time, literally. while you've been over here like fighting for your life with zero support, zero security, zero backup, zero anything. You had nothing, collective. These people literally did the most to take away your money, to leave you in a state of like of sadness, of disdain. Like they and a lot of them were lying to you, both ways, lying to you. And many of them that were lying to you were very close, pretending to be very close to you. And where they thought that they could keep these secrets, they started sticking them in your back one by one. What is this? So this is what they were lying about. This property, this money, what else was it? Okay, this could have been vehicles. So not just real estate, also vehicles. Yeah, they thought like because a lot of time has passed that they had already passed like the statute of limitations or the judgment or something like this, but that's not the case. Because it's like there's been a divine, okay? The 10 of Wands. There's been a divine intervention of some sort. There's been uh like let's say the ancestors, the angels, the ancestors, right? They're like, no. And now that they're basically like attacking all these people, right? They're attacking all of them. And it's like this is beyond the level of judgment. It's like you can try to steal other people's destinies. You can try to swap. You can try to give people your karma. You can try to like whatever. You can do a lot of things, but in the end, like this life, right? This meat sack is temporary, and after that, like your soul is still has to go. Like, and there is I think checks and balances of your soul, right? What have you done? Like, what is your soul's like actual shit, right? What did you do? Like, what did you do? Like, real shit. And these people, this judgment is above them because of the shitty things they does or did, something like this, because of all these lies, because of all these swords. These people actively made this decision. They made this agreement, they signed this agreement, they made the agreement to continue to making the agreement, to continue to put these swords in the back, to continue to try to hurt you or break your heart, to keep you in this state, to keep you in this state. So now it's a higher level of judgment. This is beyond physical realms. They've been doing this to you guys maybe since you were a baby. They may have known, maybe when you were small, maybe before you were born. You may have been stolen as a child. You may have been you could have had like a surrogate. Like let's say there was eggs and someone took your eggs, or let's say someone swapped you, or um, I'm like just catching vibes like someone knew, like many people knew who you were. Maybe there was like an elder lady, like a grandmother, something like this, a figure that tried to protect you, that tried to keep you, or something like this, collective. But there is something along this line, okay? It's like someone that is close to you. This could also be a mother figure, right? It's like they've been harvesting your energy, collective. See how you're glowing? They've been harvesting your energy, and you've just been in this Nine of Wands energy. You're just like, bro, like you can't take it anymore. I'm not giving it out anymore. You're like, I'm not going to bat for you. I'm not going to battle. You threw your helmet off. You're like, fuck this. I'm gonna go for what floats my boat. This guy has the one wand now and is like, what is my passion? So what is this? Wow, you guys, this is intense. So tell me about what is this Seven of Swords? Yeah, these people lie to you. They've been collecting money on your behalf. They've been living off of your fortune while treating you like like fucking scum, like you're homeless trash or something like this. All these people have been living off of your fortune for seasons on seasons on seasons. And they've been like potentially like navigating or trying to control or navigate, manipulate your whole existence. And you caught on to it. And that's something that they actually never planned for. They've had you like trapped. They've had you trapped they've had you stuck in this in-between state, in this temperance energy, in this imbalanced energy, but like where you know you're kind of there but you're not. But they didn't expect, what they didn't expect was you to actually like find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And they didn't expect you to actually like fight back. They didn't expect you to say or react how you did. How did you act? You balanced yourself out. Temperance. The King of Cups. Oh, you gave them what they give to you, collective. You said, listen, yeah, I have a heart, but not for you, not for the people who haven't had a heart for me. You King of Cups them, which is like this person has a lot of love, right? This person has a lot of love that they can give, that they possess, that they're willing to give to take care of people. But very scorpionic energy, right? Like once you cut a motherfucker, once you betray this person, like you're never getting no love again. Like you cold. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. Ice cold. Um, Yeah. So they weren't expecting you to do that. It's like they really expected you to not be in this balanced state. They really expected you to be more emotional. They may have gone they're going out of their way to try to knock you off of your emotional stability or something like this. Yeah, Justice. Yeah, because of what they're trying to do. Yeah. Okay. So they're trying to so there's multiple houses. There's multiple properties or multiple houses. Okay. They bought some type of property or something. Um they've been renting it out, or other people have been living there, something like this. They've been making money off of this. It's like they took your property or your money or investment and like purchased other properties, something like this. And with that, these are in different locations. These can be in completely different states, completely different climates. Okay. This is one maybe where you guys where they're doing some type of a um like sex magic. They're doing more like, this is more of like a, I'm picking up more of like a penthouse or like a beach house, or this is somewhere, and this is where they go to do like sex rituals, magic, blood magic, weird shit. Okay. This one was a house that was yours that they physically took away. They may have it, they may still be doing something with it, but yeah, these people really wanted to make you imbalanced. They wanted to make you for some of you guys, people could have tried to make some false reports, some false like legal reports or something against you, trying to say you did something, trying to do something against the law, something like this. Some type of legal paperwork. Like these people literally have been doing the most. They're literally trying to like, yeah, they're literally trying to do whatever. And the justice system like isn't having it. But they're doing the most that they can, because what they're trying to do is to prove that you're not stable or capable to be on your own. So they've been collecting words in reverse. So they thought that they won this fight. That it's like they won this fight, but they won this battle, but not the war. Okay, like you guys ultimately are winning the war. You're winning the jurisdiction, right? Because they're not. Whatever they did, They've been collecting on this. They've been living off of this. Like, they've been living it up. Okay. They have been living it up. They did something. Okay. So they did something illegal. There's like at least 5 of them, maybe more, that were part of this. And they did something illegal to take your money, to prevent you from having this money that was supposed to be yours. Um, but I don't just mean like they did something illegal, like stole your money and your identity and created fraud and perjury, like beyond that. Like, this is beyond that. It's like they they pretended to be you. They could have said that they were you. There could have been somebody else, another family member, another friend, something like this, someone that pretended to be you. They could have pretended, since the single card is in reverse, they could have also pretended to get married, that you got married to somebody. Yeah. They did something else. They signed legal documents. They signed legal documents as your name, or they signed power of attorney, or they did something against your, without you knowing. Okay. And these are multiple people that were doing it against you. Okay. Um, yeah. And this has been a big fucking secret for a long time, because they've all been cashing out on it. And now they're not getting their final payout. They can chew. We're not in Kansas anymore. Look at you, my pretty, and your little dog too. I was picking up on that earlier today. That this ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch, we killed her dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. But actually, the thing is that I've been picking up on is not just it's witches and warlocks, and it's just like these people that are like in this higher order that are trying to like take out these chosen ones. But you guys, like, whatever this, yeah, they did this secretly. Okay, they had some ends on some fucking justice system and all of this, and everyone was going to get paid, and now they all got caught. You reap what you sow. All these people. So I'm picking up not just on five or more people that did it to you, but there's 5 levels within this legal thing that also happened. So like one, let's say one is like they made a fake ID, right? They made a fake ID where it was their picture and your information or something, and they went into court and they signed your name, right? There's 2 things, and they claim to be you, right? 3 things, and they sign your name, right? And then they took that information and maybe they got a new license or knew something else with their picture and your information, something like this, and now they're using it, and now they're getting in trouble, right? They're getting in trouble, physically in trouble, caught for something. They owe money, and now they've been using Collective's name or somebody's information. Okay. 4 things, right? There's 4 things. And then it's like, then on top of that, what's happened is like, um, they, uh, maybe they were trying to collect some type of benefits or some type of, this is like some type of inheritance, some type of benefit, something that this can be like an insurance policy. This can be life insurance, okay? Life insurance, something like this, where they actually claimed that you were unalive, right? Um, and then I'm picking up also that this isn't just, okay, so it's like they did those 5 different things with 5 different people, whatever, that were all in on it. Okay. And then it's like, also, it's like 5 different types of things in the law. Okay. So, like, one, it's like they paid like a lawyer, okay, a lawyer, a notary, a judge, a cop, and something else, right? Something else. And so it's like these 5 people, um, within the system, maybe like a realtor I'm picking up, something like this. I don't know, but these 5 people yeah, like a realtor or something, right? That made the sale of the house, or that made whoever was reading the will, whatever this is, right? Like the attorney, the attorney, the judge, the cop, the realtor, the whatever, right? So there's 5 like crooked people that are in here, that are in this justice system. And the thing is they're not going to get what they thought was coming to them. They're not going to get this. And that's why they're fucking pissed, because they've been working at it for a long time. Yeah, look, the 4 of coins. They have been holding on to something or using something that did not belong to them. It's belonged to you. They're also holding on to some other secret, something that belongs to collective. The Eight of Coins in reverse. Okay, so it's something that um, whoever left it to you, right? They were maybe like a really good like craftsman, craftsperson, like maybe an artist, maybe they were some type of what do you call it? Not inventors, but engineer, right? That's what I'm picking up from this. Okay. They could have been like an inventor, an engineer, type of artist, designer, like different, something like this. Okay. And this person, it's like whatever project, let's say they had a company, let's say they had a business, let's say they had something we're working on, and they wanted to leave it to the proper person, the proper whatever that could like fulfill it, right? That could like take care of it because they knew it. Maybe it was like an organization, it could have been a business, it could have been an association, it could have been a school, it could have been whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, right? This take what res things for you. But it's like with the four of wands that follows it. This is some type, could be business partnership, this could be like I don't know. This is like literally like company. Okay. My apologies. If you are new here, then you My apologies. If you are new here, then you will know that it's gonna cut us off when we get juicy. So if I out, make sure you come right. Yeah, you guys, I gotta keep doing this channel. You guys, I gotta keep doing this channel, and then I'll come back and read this if you're new here. This is how I work. So, anyways, this is somebody that left some type of um, company. It's like their life's work. Okay. But the way that they wanted everything to be done, they were they're very specific about it. Okay. They're very, very specific about it in nature. Can you hear me? They're very, very specific about it in nature. So, sorry guys, I'm trying to see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I don't know. I hope you can hear me. Hi. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? I'm in and out. Yeah. That's what I thought. Hold on, give me 1 second. One moment, please. Yeah, so they tap the uh yes. Okay. Yeah, now I got it. So they tap the Bluetooth whatever. So if you're new here, yeah, perfect. Thank you. That's why I'm like, can you guys hear me? Thank you. So they tap the Bluetooth settings, which is like what I use the headphones as a speaker, as a microphone. Um, so anyways, yeah, they just do that, whatever, whatever. When the information starts getting juicy, they generally like cut off the Wi-Fi or cut out the sound or whatever because interference. So it, anyways, so this is somebody, okay, to get back to it. This is somebody that left something for you, collective. Okay, they've been holding on, they've been keeping this a secret for a very long time. Okay, and this is somebody that is like really like they worked, like they have very specific like um it's like I'm really picking up on it, like this person is like an engineer or an inventor, like a craftsman, like somebody that's really well skilled, that has created like this whole business that is very, very specific about how everything has to be done. Like the person has to be smart enough to know like what to do. It's like nobody can just do it, right? And it's like it's like their whole life's work, maybe their legacy, maybe it's access, right? Like literally, this is like companies, like schools, like this is even like museums or like research material, something like this. Somebody wants their projects to be carried on. Like I'm picking up strong on like Prince, you guys, like the artist formerly known as, like he's very specific in the way that he left things, right? And the way that he said like the vault and the will and when things were going to be released and how things are like, this is somebody of this nature who has literally like carefully precisioned out like how everything is supposed to go as far as some project or their life's work or whatever. Okay. And this maybe there's a trust or some type of finances that have been tied to that these people have been hiding, have been trying to prevent collective from having access to. Now, what's going on is because they were not, because the justice was in reverse, right? That shit, they're about to reap what they sow. Um, and it's like there's a union that's about to come into play. So this could be a merger, this could be like a wedding, this could be like a business partner, a business deal. This can be like, so let's say that this person um, like passed on and they left this legacy, right? But the people, like let's say the investors, right, the business partners or the investors, they don't like the other people that they're going to work with, but they like collective. They're like, yeah, this person, collective has ethics, collective cares about people. And maybe even though maybe these people, because I'm like picking up, right, like this is people that like are ready to like start this new thing, right? And there's a lot of time and money and research and a lot of shit that's gone into it, right? And it's like they, and maybe they don't, maybe at first, they didn't really agree with the way that collective did things, but they knew that this person that chose collective to step into this, like that they were really intelligent and there's a reason why. Like they were very meticulous. That's what I'm saying. It's like Prince and the way that things were done. It's like there was a very specific order and a date, and it wasn't before this that this information could be released. And that it did, you know what I'm saying? Like that level, it's like that level of precision. Like this person wouldn't have made a mistake when saying this is the way that they want things to be. But what's going on is these people have gone like overboard, right? Like have abused their power. They've gone overboard at some point because they got money hungry, because they've been collecting money off of these properties, off these houses, off of these assets, off of this life force energy. And so these like, let's say I'm just seeing them kind of like as investors, right? So let's say these investors, maybe they didn't agree with everything that collective is about, because maybe they were all working to like make them more money to keep doing the research or whatever. And collective is about like, well, yeah, but everybody's human, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we're all like, what, like people, you can't just like use people like research rabbits, and you can't just do tests on animals like that, and you can't just, like what, like no, we can't just do like, no, this should be like, not that I'm agreeing to it or whatever, but I think that there's like certain ways, right? Like let's say people that are like serving like life sentence, or like maybe they, you know what I'm saying, like maybe something like that, maybe they can have medical research, just a thought, right? Like, but not whole populations, not whole civilizations. And why I'm bringing this up, I don't know. This could be something like currently linked to what's going on in the world in general, but that's what I'm picking up on, is like some of these people, these power players, this dynamic, like wasn't really fully on board or understanding collectives, connective, like they weren't understanding collective's objectives, right? But they understand that um, the level of intelligence, they understand the level of skill, and they say, okay, there's a reason. And okay, if this is what we have to do to come into union, right? They're about it. Well, yeah, I know that, but the thing is like, There's something about, okay, there's something about that they can't access. They can't access. For some of you guys collective, you may have some type of like special DNA bloodline, some type of next level activation that they can't open this door. They can't get to the treasure on the outside. They can't get that 10 of coins without without this union coming into play. There's no more access. There's no more money. There's no more flow. They can't, but it's like they can see it shining through the door, but like nobody can fit through there. You know what I'm saying? This 10 of coins in reverse. This 4 of wands. What is this? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is just like the devil out here trying to cause confusion. So he's making these people, so the devil energy trying to cause confusion is like, for instance, these are people that can be um, stuck on their own devices, right? This is like energy, typically Capricorn energy, but this is people that are stuck in their earthly ways. They're seeking more pleasure than they are truth, than they are life, right? And this is more people that, it's like people that are lazy, people that want to use AI. They're like, oh, whatever, I can do whatever I want. Well, I'm out here fucking everybody or doing whatever I want. I'm using everybody else's resources. Like this is the devil, right? This is the system that we're trapped in, right? Yeah, that would be amazing, Steve. Human consciousness is headed towards free 0 point energy tribal style living. Yeah, let's keep projecting that, right? Because this is the confusion that these darker entities or whoever these people were, right, have been keeping over the planet, right? Over everybody, over the fool. The fool's like the fool's the card in the deck, right? 0, right? So it's like the hero's journey, the fool that attains knowledge. So when he gets through all of the trials and tribulations of the deck, he starts over again. And now he's the fool that attained the knowledge. Now here it's like he's letting everything in the world kind of get to him. He's like overwhelmed. There's too many options, there's too many choices. And he's letting he doesn't have the self discipline, the self control to stay away from, stinking their dinkle everywhere. And, that's getting to them. They could have actually picked up some weird type of dark, demonic, like sex demon, something like this. These people could be like, have addictions, but not just like, this is like alcohol, drugs, sex, porn, a video game. This is somebody that's not, it's like this, they're letting this control them. They're not in control. He's puppeteering, you see? I don't know if you can see these, but he's holding these chains. But the cage is open, but he's still puppeteering. So what I feel from this is like, um, you guys, if you want to step into these higher frequencies, if you want to step into this abundance, if you want to be able to unlock this door, the union comes, the UNITY, UNITY, data unity. Okay, it comes from stepping out of our own cage. It comes from our self discipline. It comes from saying, okay, we're not going to drink the alcohol. We're not going to fuck these random people. We're not going to engage. This is sacred sex, sacred energy exchange. We're not going to engage in all of this because we understand that these darker forces, right? They use sex and blood rituals. And now that we've taken away a bunch of the stuff that they normally do, like they're fucking puppeteering people that have lower frequencies. So people that have video game addictions, porn addictions, sex addictions, drug, alcohol, substance, whatever it is, even work, whatever, whatever. and they're now jump, and they're like, oh, but this, and oh, but you need that, and oh, but that, and you're doing it for the money, and you're doing it for the money, and you're doing it for the fame, and you're doing it, you know what I'm saying? And they're trying to keep you confused, and they're making it look like, look at all of these things you can get, but you, like, the thing is you're selling your soul. There's this a song, I think it's by Revolution, yeah, and like, these people aren't happy. Okay, whoever is in that space, they're not happy. All they can think about is all of the bad choices that they made, all of the third party situations where they didn't choose love. It's like, for some of these people, they had the option and to do this work with somebody. They had the option to come into union with somebody. They had that option, and they didn't. They chose to go against, because they thought that of all of these options and being able to do whatever they want by being able to stay in this lower density, they would just be like, okay. But what they're realizing at this point is love is the ultimate treasure, and nothing else can satiate their needs. It's like, now there's no amount of drinks they can drink to feel drunk. There's no amount of anything they can do to get high enough. You know, there's no amount of sex that they can feel that they feel connection or satiation. It's all just this. They, but they entertained all these other things, and that was their choice, right? That was their choice. They sold their soul. They sold love. So what are these messages? For some of these, people are going to be receiving messages that aren't so good. It lets them know they're going away. They're losing their stability. They're losing their job. They're losing their money. They're losing whatever they were working on. For some of them, they're going to be losing their actual fucking lives. Okay. They're going to lose whatever they loved. Okay. Somebody that they loved, somebody that they were close to. Okay. Someone that they were passionate, that they're going to get all these things taken away. Because the chariot is normally coming toward you very quickly. The chariot in reverse means these things are getting taken away quickly, or they've already been taken away. Okay. This is their stability, their money, their safety, their whatever. This can be their home. They can be getting into some type of car accident. Okay. And yeah, with somebody, with a lover, with a side chick, with a side piece, with a side dude, with a side piece. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. That's how they're going to get caught. They're going to get into some type of accident, or maybe they did get into some type of accident where somebody dies, or they're trying to do this to make it look like an accident, um, to make it look like somebody, I was picking up on this too before, like somebody's ODing, or somebody got in a car wreck or something like this that happened. For some of them, they can make it look like a crime of passion, or like someone tried to steal money, and it was like caught in a crime of passion, something like this. And this is someone that is pretending to love them, someone pretending to play some type of, yeah, they're lying. They're lying. The only thing they're there to do is actually to take somebody out, because they've been promised something. So this person was a lover, okay, or this person was like a fake lover, or this is part of uh, these fucking romance scammers, some shit like this. I don't really know, but yeah, this is something like this. For some of you guys, this isn't you, collective. This was maybe your ex or some third party or something like this. Um, there's definitely cross watchers here. I'm picking it up. Everybody is welcome, but use your discretion. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Yeah, yeah. So there's justice that's being served. Someone is going to jail. Someone is going to be victorious, and someone is not going to be so victorious. Someone is going away. Okay. And someone else is winning a court battle. Now, also for somebody, somebody took some type of vehicle. Somebody literally stole some type of vehicle that did not belong to them, or they took out a vehicle or something like this in collective's name. Yeah, also a property or house, something like this. Again, this Palace of Wands, or they were building something. Okay. Yeah, they thought that they were already, it's like they treated it like it was already done. For some of you, they could have tried to like maybe, they could be doing some type of like spells in your sleep. They could be trying to do some type of, I was picking up on this before too. And then another reader was also talking about this earlier too. Okay, so when you go into dream state, make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me, Mouse? Okay. So sometime for some of you guys, I was picking up on this last year. I was experiencing this too. So sometimes when you go in dream state, it took me a while to actually be able to confront the, like they actively like they called upon some type of demonic force, right? These are people that are working with like some darker magic. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't do spells like that. We don't cast love spells. We don't do that. We only do protection spells and prayers. We do no black magic or any of that shit here. Okay. So in case anybody is wondering, no, don't ask. So this is like, so somebody woke up some type of demonic energy, some type of demonic entities that were coming and that were trying to basically attack you, maybe like rape you, like SAU, like in dream state to try to trap you or link you to them or to give you some type of like demon or something like this. But it's like you guys already know, okay, collective, you may have woken up to this, right? See how you have your little helmet here and you're sleeping on top of the sword? It's like, so there's something, for some of you guys, you can have this like higher spiritual protection. Okay. You're having this protection where your ancestors or your guides are like, it's cool, you can take off your helmet because we're going to let you know the truth. Now, for some of you guys, you can be receiving um, some types of truth or information or something that's happening also in dream state. Um, sorry, you guys. This area is so cool. Give me a second to find all this. So yeah, somebody they can be sending you messages in dream state. Some of your relatives or something like this can be sending you messages in dream state. Um, for some of you guys, it's like for some of you guys, in order for justice, in order for all this to come into play, in order for you to have your victory and your justice and get all this stuff back, it's like there was a certain amount of work or tests that you had to do. And part of it was healing, part of it was making sure, like, that you're healing some type of heartache, that you're not just going to, like, maybe if you're emotionally connected to somebody, like, even if it's like, okay, so let's say you had like a best friend or a lover or something that was supposed to be you're supposed to be working with or something, but they were not conducive to the work. Like you had to cut them out, right? You had to be they're needing somebody that has the ability to say like, yes, everybody's human, but also like this is counterproductive to business, okay? And it's like we can't deal with people that are in an emotionally fragile state, right? We need people that can see the truth and, you know, work with it. The magician, yeah, who can start creating something new. Okay. For some of you guys, this can be some high level like witches, warlocks, magicians, something like this that actually want you to work with them. Okay, these can be people that actually were kind of trying to attack you. They could have sent you some of this stuff in your dream state. Okay, and it didn't actually work. Like they're seeing like your high fucking level. you're high level and you work by yourself, at least in the physical realm. But in the spiritual realm, you have like a whole. Okay, wow, 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 wow. Fucking A, you guys. Okay, so the uh okay, hold on. These asshats. Okay, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me meow? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me meow? Yes, you can hear me? Okay. Okay. So I can't hear it. I can't hear it. Hold on 1 minute. Bitches, motherfuckers. What I'm saying? Like, if this shit wasn't some good shit to be heard, that they wouldn't be blocking it. But because it's so fucking important, they're out here blocking it. Like, because they ain't got nothing better to do. They're like, oh shit, that she's about to tell them. Oh shit. And they're fucking freaking out. They're fucking freaking out, man. Okay, so, okay, now you can see me and hear me. Thank God. So, anyways, what I was saying is these people, these fucking people, they basically, fuck, I shuffled the cards. Anyways, this is a secret society. They've tried all of this magic against you. They've basically been siphoning they've basically been siphoning off of you, especially sometimes when you go into sleep state, or they've been trying to keep you in sleep state because they've been doing this. Now, I had a really weird experience last year, like just to share it quickly with you guys, um, with this. Okay, maybe it was even into the beginning of this year, and I was like, there was this like weird demonic thing that was like coming, like trying to bother me in my dreams, and then I was just like, who are you? And it was like, "Bleh," and I was like, "Bleh," and it just like this, so it started like it kept running away, right? And as it was like running, it was going through like these little doors and these pathways, excuse me, and these different little cubbies and things. And so I just like I would see like it would leave like some little thing, and I'd be like, what is this? Like a picture or like a thing, and I don't remember. And so anyways, like I just fucking followed it. Like it would fucking freak out on me like every fucking all the time, right? Like when I'd get into sleep state, or like in between like theta, whatever, theta and delta. And it would just be like, like this fucking creepy looking thing. And I would just be like, I'm not scared of you. Right. Like if it was my little kid would be like, what type of monster are you? That's a weird outfit you're wearing. What place do you come from? Like I would totally be like that. Like me as a kid is like, it was only when they were like super angry, like not scary, like the demons like never really scared me. So I was just like, what are you disgruntled about? And so, anyways, I picked up whatever it was. Like they kept leaving something. It's like a tissue or something. And what it was doing is it was letting me know that it was in a different realm, right? Because like it was like the type of tissue or cloth or some shit like this that I would be like, I don't fucking use these. This is dream state, right? And then you wake up to the dream state. So, anyways, I took this thing and I followed him because it would always fucking run away. It tried to scare me and then run away. And I followed it and I was just like, I'm not fucking afraid of you anyways. And I'm just like, boom, I'm gonna fucking touch you because you're fake. You fake as fuck. I'm gonna fucking touch you. And when I touched it, it like incinerated. I put the I put this like tissue or whatever back on it. I was like, don't be fucking leaving messages, whatever you're doing, like weird shit you're doing with this. And so I touched it to it and it just like like it incinerated, like if you lit like a piece of paper or like a tissue like on fire, and it would just be like all this like red like molten Look in energy. Yeah, and that's basically like what happened. And then like I stopped having these crazy things, but it was like crazy, like weird things happening, like weird things trying to attack me in nightmare, like dream state, whatever. So, um, yeah, it's good. Like that's why I said yesterday, it's good to just do like protection spells, all types of protection spells all the time. Just like call for your guides, just say thank you for protecting me, for your guidance, for your protection, blah 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 blah. You know, the thing is like some of these fucking overlords, they're tapped into a lot of these devices, things like this, the devices and the vices and the D's and all of that. So, you know, whatever. We this, you know, until we create another platform where we can be doing something different and like everybody's on it and we can get the message out. Like this is how it is, right? Like as of now, like everybody's like, oh, if you just get on TikTok, and I was like, bro, if I could, if my phone wasn't so old and it could take updates, like I already tried that. It's not possible, right? Like maybe it's just part of the thing. Maybe I'm not supposed to be there, right? Like I'm only here on YouTube. I'm like, this isn't. I'm only here on YouTube, and then I have some Instagrams that are listed in the thing below. So if you're trying to schedule a personal or private reading, message me on my Instagram by the same name here. I seem to get the messages over there better than the email, but you can try the email. But just in case, I'm not ignoring people. Like I'm just, the devices are hacked and blocked, and these people are just asshats. You know, generally, like we're all in this together. Yeah, you and I, we're not so fucking different, eh? We're experiencing the same stuff together. So these people are experiencing some major tower moments because they're having this divine judgment. Yeah. And many of them are like, I'm gonna find Jesus. And Jesus is like an ascended master, right? He's like, I ain't your fucking savior, bro. I didn't die for this shit. Like, I died for my own shit, for my own karma, for my own ancestral karma, right? Not for your shit. Like, nah, I don't know what you're trying to kill people. You're trying to kill God's like chosen ones. You're stealing and killing and dealing and bruh, nah. Like, you can pray, but I think you better beg, right? Because I've said this before, right? It's like imagine you went through your life causing heartache and pain and strife and suffering and abandonment and like whatever, taking someone's money. And imagine this person was an actual real life chosen like earth angel. This was like somebody that the divine source creator itself chose to take on this mission, right? Like I already know this, right? I know I'm like the doula to the new era, to the new earth, right? I get that, right? I know that, but still also know the same. You're experiencing the same thing. Like, oh, why I gotta do this, but this is what I got to do. I got soul's mission calling. And you're just like, and people are like, what do you mean? You're just like, I know it. I know it in my soul, you know? And your soul, like you feel it with every depth of your being, and you cannot deny that. Now imagine this is like spitting in the source creator's eye. These people literally, fucking literally decided we're going to we're going to do all this. We're going to do all this extra to try to take away what doesn't belong to us. And then we're going to try to sacrifice. So I was picking up on this. I've been picking up on this for a few days or for maybe a few weeks. Okay. It's like, okay, imagine these people, okay? So imagine this fucked up, like these fucked up, like wannabe, maybe they were high level, like witches and warlocks, but in comparison to collective, they're like fucking preschool, kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Where they're like, what fucking grade are you in? And you're just like, grade, bro, like we're ascended masters. What the fuck you mean grade? Like, what? Like, what century are you? What realm do you come from? And so, anyways, it's like maybe they were skilled, maybe they had worked a long time at it, right? They had put in a lot of work or effort. But the thing is it's like, so imagine these fucking asshats, right? These evil fucks that took all this stuff that are trying to take what belongs to this divine being, right? And causing all these towers and all this shit, all these swords in the back. These fucktards basically summoned, so check this out. They summoned some demonic entity from the depth. Okay, so let's just say, right? This is how they downloaded me because I'm like very strong. I pick up very strong embodiment from like divine feminine entities because I've been them lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And so what they showed me here is like they basically they try to wake up like this dark fucking entity that can take over, like because they're trying to they were working with like Beelzebub and all these fucking weird whatever, these dark shit, right? And they're like, you gotta report the one. And so they're like, all right. And so they're like, and so they decide they're gonna summons up. And so they summons up like Hecate or like let's say Anubis, or let's say like these are the ones they showed me because like they're the ones that are connected to me. And like Lilith, right? And they summoned up these fucking things and these things, right? And like the death, right? Like death energy is scorpionic energy. Card 13. 13 is also divine feminine. Like this is also Hecate, right? She's bringing them back from the underworld. This is also Lilith. She decided to end her life to come down here and to save lives, right? This death and this rebirth, this transformative, this scorpionic energy, right? So this is what they were showing me. Now these fucking these wannabe kitchen bitches, basically summoned these fucking forces, not realizing like what they just did is re-embodied Lilith. Lilith came and re-embodied in the divine feminines. Like 100, she's like angry and coming through. Have you not seen matriarchy meow, bitch? Have you not seen that? Fuck the patriarch. Have you not seen the global movement of people being like, yeah, actually, maybe we should just put it back to women and like indigenous leaders and like see how that goes for a while because as men, we've been fucking that shit up for a while and like shit ain't going so good. So, yeah, maybe we're gonna switch it up. Just, yeah. History repeats itself. Her story repairs itself. Boom. Trademark that. That's my new phrase, my catchphrase. Okay. And basically, like, this is what happened. They fucking tried to summon the dark shit, right? And then they're like, okay, we're gonna summon like Anubis. And Anubis is like, boom, like Hecate. And Isis is like, that's the doggy. That's my what? Like we called a command. That's like my attack tiger. That's my attack jackal. My attack jack. Bruh. What? You're trying to do what? Like all like the forces, like the angels and the demons are all like, wait a second, like we're on her team. We're on Collective's team. Whatever. Take it as it resonates, but this is like what how they were downloading me. And they're like, nah, they can't touch this. Can't touch this. And it's like your faith is unshakable. It doesn't matter. Like they can try to attack, they can try to put smear campaigns, they can try to do judgments, they can try to do all this shit. And it really doesn't matter because collective is just over here. We're all over here, guys. We're just like, look at like universe, source, creator, the goddess, the all that is, whatever you want to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? What does the homie say? Or one of my Muslim homies say? Inshallah, right? Like, if God so wills it, then it will happen. Like, we'll see. You know what I'm like? Basically, they're just like, we don't know. Anything can happen between here and now. But like, if 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 we already you can't double stamp a triple stampy. They are signed, sealed, delivered, stamped, already like, no, the towers are coming back to these people. and all this effort that they did when you were out here healing, collective, you're out here healing, right? You're doing your work, you did it all on your own, all on your own. And you were like, nah, like it's cool. It's cool, like bless up. Like I know, like I'm good because all I know is all these other people were never like they were never stable, right? There was always this instability as far as home, family, all of this. Like maybe even like government, maybe organizations, maybe like business people, business partners, like all these people, like none of them, all of it was like false foundations. And that's why you're just like, whatever, you know? They really hoped that they could really fucking like break your heart. They really thought that they could really, really, really like try to put somebody in there that was just gonna break your heart, that was gonna break you. Break your fucking self, bitches. Do you know? Do you break yourself? Do you know what collective has gone through? Do you see their shit is still stop? Their shit don't stink. Look at it, it's still standing. Okay? It is still rebuilt. Rebuilt. Okay, this is also a card of Scorpio. It's like, yeah, we understand the death and the rebirth. Like, tear that shit down. We're building some new shit. Look at that. That lightning. Just take a little chip out. It's cool. You can, you know what, guys? You can have that chip. You can have that little chip of gold there for you. Little, little souvenir treasure for you to take back up. And these people were literally just like, they were doing the most. They were all working together. Okay, this is different organizations. Okay, this is not just your family. It's not just your family. This is that group. Okay, this is lovers, friends, family. Okay, these are the heartbreakers right here. These people are gonna fuck you up. And when you find out, collective, we were talking about this in yesterday's read. When you find out who some of these people were that were really pretending to actually care about you, they could have been partners, families, friends, cousins, whatever, coworker. Like these are people that you really, really thought these three, and they were the ones that really wanted to like emotionally fucking rape you, and they did. They did, but you were just like, oh, don't cry for me, Argentina. How did the song go? The truth is that I never loved you. Or something, maybe. I don't know. That's just what's coming to my mind. I don't even know if I ever seen that movie. Well, it may be special for somebody. I don't really know. But it's like, she dropped a tear. She dropped two. She got a little bit of water in her eyes, little, but her face is still straight. She's like, damn, I fucked up. Now, this can also be these people could have tried to put some third party in. They could have helped to make a decision to put this third party in to fuck up some type of connection. What is this? They're just trying to create all these towers for you, collective. And you're just like, oh my God, I never saw this. There's like some railing or some furniture. Okay, so they're trying to create all these towers for you, collective. And it's like, I'm seeing this. And it's like they're fucking attacking you, maybe with signal, with frequency, fucking up your house, doing something like this. And you're like, you don't give a fuck. Like, see this shit? There's like stair railing and like furniture and shit that's like coming out. You're just like, you wanna fucking attack this top layer that looks like a dick that belonged to this dick? It's cool. You literally like started chucking that shit outside. You know what I like? You just like that shit straight out the fucking window. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. You want to destroy some shit? Let's go. You're just like, let's go. You want to destroy some shit? Boom. You just like fucking throw that shit out. You're like, here, let's do it together. I'm cool. Actually, I'm not. I don't even want to live in this. This is like a tower. This is like a prison. I don't want to live here anymore. Like, let's just destroy it. And when God was like, oh shit, like, oh shit, this bitch is crazy. She gonna fucking take it down. You're gonna like, it's like they try to take it away from you, and you're just like, yeah, let's fucking take it down. Let's burn it, right? I got matches. We write it down. Now, some of you guys, these people could have actually tried to burn some type of legal documents, some type of records, maybe even some type of building or a house Somebody tried to burn something down to hide some type of documents or to get rid of something. Could be documents, could be paperwork, could be belongings that belong to somebody else, furniture, some other shit that belonged to somebody else. This could be like maybe like identities, like this is like a yeah. Yeah. These are people that made a lot of bad decisions in their lifetime, a lot of bad decisions in their lifetime, and it ain't looking so good for them now. Okay. Yeah, these are people. So they're gonna lose. They maybe already lost their place, their home. Okay, this tower moment is coming to them. They may have lost their partner, whatever, whatever. They lost some shit, but like they try to take all that shit. So that's what you get, bro. That's what you fucking get. They don't feel bad for them. Don't feel bad. That was their decision that they made. It wasn't an unmade decision. There's a decision that has to be made. This is, oh, they made that decision. They actively made that decision. They put both swords in, one after the other, not even at the same time. One and then the other, just to see like how, okay, they're losing something. Not only their money and their mind, okay, their safety, their security. People are abandoning them. They're now like, now what they wanted to happen to you, maybe they wanted you to be homeless, they wanted you to feel abandoned, they wanted you to have no support, whatever. Now they don't have that. They've lost all of that, or they're losing all of that, and they're going to see what it's like. And this is, they're trying to make people also like feel bad for them. They're trying to make people feel bad for them. And like, they're like, oh, but all this bad stuff is happening to me. And everybody's realizing like all that bad shit's happening to you because of the shit that you did, bro. You conducted all of this bullshit. See those two swords up there that you left behind? Like, everybody knows that that's not a secret. You made that decision. Everybody knows. Like, this is what happens when you fucking fuck around and find out. It's like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the universe will balance some shit out. Somebody is going to try to come back and offer you some bullshit. Try to be like, oh, everything's good. We can work it out. Like, nah. What's that little sign of like, don't be coming back here with your bullshit, and the birds all like hopping, hopping, hopping. Like, nah. These people literally are, they're because they know that you have this. This is a manipulation thing. They're going to try to end your world. They want to cash in on whatever you have. Whatever, it's like whatever you've created, whatever you've worked hard for, they think that it's theirs. They've already maybe tried to collect it, or whatever's been left to you. Okay? Do not let them in. This will end your whole fucking everything. Literally. Yeah. They're going to come in and try to still be like, I love you, because they're going to try to take all your money. Don't do it. Don't get caught. Okay. You want a living space where there's emotional maturity, where there's emotional reciprocation, where there's emotional balance, right? And even if like maybe you guys are both, maybe you guys are sensitive, maybe one or the other is like more sensitive than the other, but this will be what you have coming in, what you actually have coming in is very beautiful and very loving, right? The Palace of Cups. Cups is a very loving, emotionally secure sign, yeah. And see this Knight of Cups here? He's like there watching guard. So this is somebody you have. So now, so once you let all of this go, collective, once you let all of this go, it's like you start to bring in more of this more of this emotional intelligence, this emotional stability. Yeah, look at it, this 10 of Cups. With the Strength card, which could be happening in the month of July. Somebody could be, you could be meeting family that you never met before. Somebody could be passing away. Somebody maybe left you something, and that's getting sorted as far as the will. For some of you guys, you may have family that you're that's traveling to you. You may be traveling somewhere um, with them. But for many of you guys, I'm picking up that you're going to be having like a new house, a new family, maybe um, a wedding or something like this. And I sense that someone's coming toward you guys. Some of you guys will need to, it will take a little bit of strength because you will have to maybe prevent certain people or certain things from entering. Okay. This can be like family figure. Doesn't have to be. This can be work. This can be governmental. This can be different things. Okay. You may need to be testifying against people in your family. You may need to do some type of court or legal stuff. Okay. That's going to take a little bit of effort. Or when you have to sit and listen to everything, there's going to be a lot of things that you were unaware of. Okay. And it's going to take a lot more. And, collective, you have the strength, but it's like you don't really need to be put through the ringer anymore, is kind of my feeling. But um, when you see the extent of what these people did, how far they took it, and what they all did, these organizations, this cult, maybe this can even be your family members again, right? What they did, like the lengths that they went to try to take you out. It's like you're basically restoring people's faith in some type of higher power. Okay, these people are freaking because they're like, there's no other way. You have to be divinely anointed, right? Touch not my anointed, my prophets, right? Or they're like, you're alien. They can't quite figure it out because you have more strength. It's like you took out the organization, you took out the family, you took out the cult, you took out the covenant, you took out the fucking gangsters, you took out the mafia. It's like you single-handedly took out like yeah, you're like working with the army, like with your ancestors in the army of the dead, but like it was you by yourself, your healed version of yourself, your full turned on in control version of yourself that is literally calling upon this higher level. This is like spiritual fucking justice. And these people are going to be going away for a long time. And it's like you took them all on. Yeah, they're going away. You took them all on and you were completely victorious, like by yourself. And this is literally entire organizations, cults, covens, companies, families, communities. Like, this is a lot. When you guys see all the people that have been living it up, that have been collecting off of what was yours, that have been staying in your house, doing weird fucking sex shit in your house, doing weird rituals, doing weird shit, okay? You may or may not want this property. Because they're doing some weird shit. But yeah, you took them out. They're trying to burn stuff at this property because they don't know what to do. There's like evidence. It's like there's cameras and everything everywhere. Like they've been filming people. They've been bringing people there. Yeah, they've been getting people to go there and then maybe offing them, murdering them, taking their money, leaving them, stealing from them. Like these are all part of these romance scammers. And then they're doing some type of weird fucking sex magic and they're cashing in on people's fucking what doesn't belong to them. They're trying to destiny swap or take what doesn't belong to them by running fake emotions. And the truth is all coming out. The truth is all coming to light. And judgment has already upon them, not just in the physical, but also in the spiritual. These people are being haunted by these spirits. Maybe of these Sorry, women, children, whatever that they've done weird shit to, all this sneaky shit, money that doesn't belong to them, everything that they were trying to do to collective. Okay. Yeah. And the houses, the property, all this stuff. They chose to take this money to buy these or to use these properties to do this weird shit. Like there is repercussion. There is karmic. Like that's why the people bit off more than they could chew because they didn't count. It's like they plan. They carefully, meticulously plan for everything, but for collective to fucking wake up. They didn't. They didn't. Nobody. There was no protocol. Zero protocol for it. Because it's like they're like, no, we always this is easy. They didn't realize what they were fucking with, and like yeah, so they called upon this dark divine essence, and it was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna give it to you. Is that what you wish? Is that what you wish? So even though you were a high priestess collective, it was like you were kind of still asleep. There was a lot of stuff that you were maybe that you a lot of your powers or energy that you weren't fully tapped into that were still hidden because they were keeping you in this state of abandonment because they were collecting your life force energy. They were keeping you in this suspended state. So they were living it up while you were feeling abandoned. They were receiving the fruits of your labor. They were literally doing these reverse fucking spells, and you guys just fucking woke up. You guys just woke up. You guys were just like, fuck this, fuck you, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. And you called upon this higher power, called upon the guardians, and as we're in the changing of the guards, in this planetary, literally like major planetary shift and alignment and all of this stuff, yeah, your fucking knights came riding in with a vengeance. Yeah. And literally, not only do you have these knights that are riding in your behalf, bringing you to safer shores, like protecting you with this extra strength, right? You have magicians, you have people, it's like you have people in every realm, in every place that are fighting on behalf of you. This isn't just in the unseen realms, okay? This is witches, this is warlocks, this is maybe like other psychics, other clairvoyants, other people, right? Other chosen beings that are actually like zzz, and we're all in this together. We're like, yeah, come on, fam, come on, team, and it's like even this high level, right? Even this physical strength and this physical, right, on a spiritual. And then you guys are even commanding the lower, like it's like you have the army of the dead, the army of the undead, the army of the angels, the army of the, you know, the elementals, you have the aliens, you literally have fucking everybody defending you, blocking you. I mean, not blocking, like blocking this bad shit because your mission is so big. It's like they all serve you. And whatever this organization is, this emperor in reverse, whatever this, this again, this could be family stability. This has to do something with your family, old family members, something like this, okay? Or people that you were very close, lovers, family members, somebody that you felt was like your safety, your security. Also be your old, you think family or whatever it is. All of it could have been a lie, right? And as all of these are crumbling, right? Very strong masculine energy. Okay. This can be father figure, uncle figure, stability. It can be grandfather. It can be brother, something like this. Um, but these people that were supposed to defend you, these strong masculine energies or entities that were supposed to protect collective, that were supposed to especially protect feminine collective, they didn't. They didn't. So all these other beings from all these other realms had to step in from at least 7 other realms, had to step in to do it. And that's why they're taking all of these down, all these other people down. Yeah. Because collective gets their wish, because they did their work, because they didn't fucking cheat, because they didn't cheat. I heard this story today. I was watching some I was watching some like reel or something, right? And this woman I think was telling a story, but the story, the basis of the story, the premise of the story was this emperor, right? This ruler, this royal emperor gave 100 kids that wanted to come to try to be on court, to try to be like the next emperor, the next guru, or whatever the fuck, right? To step into this royalty position, right? He gave the 100 kids each a seed, a very special seed, specifically to each one of them. And they each went back and they would come back in 1 year, and the emperor would like judge like what they had grown and how they had tended to it and taken care for it. And he would choose who would be like the next predecessor or whatever, right? Based on what the kids had grown, something like this, right? So all this time goes by, and there's this one kid, maybe he's like maybe more poor or something, like down on his luck. But he was really serious about it. He was watering it every day, and like nothing ever happened. And he was like super sad because it was just like this empty pot. I mean, not an empty pot, but it just had dirt, right? Nothing was growing in it. And he saw all these other kids growing like these fucking trees and flowers and all these crazy things, right? And they're all growing it. Some was like crazy. And when the time came, when the year came, and he was just like, well, I can't even grow the seed. Like, look at, like whatever. Maybe I shouldn't go. And he was like, yeah, yeah, okay, well, I'm just gonna go, right? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna follow this thing through. And so he went there, and as he's there, and everybody's standing there, everybody but this one kid has these crazy things, and he's like sitting there, like feeling all fucking sad on himself, like, God damn, like, why did I come here? Like, this is so dumb, and everybody's laughing at him. They're all mocking this kid. And the emperor goes around and he's looking at everybody's like judging it, kind of being like, oh wow, oh yeah, look at this, oh look at the fruit that it bears, look at the leaf, look at the whatever, and the emperor is like, yeah, okay, like pretending to be impressed, like, wow, you guys really did some good work. Then he goes up and he sees the kid, and the kid is just like, I don't know, it didn't matter what I did. I could never get it to grow. Like, maybe I'm just a failure as like a gardener or something like this. And Amber's like, oh, it's okay. Everybody has different strengths. And then he goes and he sits down and he makes an announcement. And he makes this announcement and he says, basically, he will be choosing who is going to be the predecessor or whatever. And he chooses this kid, and everybody's like, what the fuck? Right? What the fuck? Why did he choose this kid? Why did he choose the kid with the empty pot? Like, all these kids grew all this stuff. And he's like, I boiled every, all 100 seeds I gave to each 100 children. I boiled every one of them to the point to where they would never be able to reproduce. And out of all 100 of you, only this one, only this one is the one that didn't lie. Only this one came back with the seed that I gave them. Only this one out of 100. Do, 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 do. That's not some chosen one shit, like, because you never know what you're going to get. You never know, right? And the kid was just like, honestly, like, I did my best. Like, he showed up and he was like, I did my best. I don't know what else to do besides my fucking best. Like, that's what I'm out here doing. And the emperor was like, boom, you the next one. It's you. It's you. And everybody's like, ah. And then he's just like, all you bitches are liars. All you bitches are fake ass, phony ass, fake liars. Liars, liars, liars. So, anyways, I thought that was kind of like an interesting story, right? Because like this is the reality of what's going on. When people do all of the stuff, like they may have been able to like cash in on your idea before you did. They may use your idea. They may have taken your fucking car or your vehicle or your partner or whatever, your house or whatever the fuck they took, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever they took, that's just coming back to you 10 to 100 fold. 10 to 100-fold. And so, in the end of the day, can you look yourself in the mirror and say, can you just be like, look yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm a good person. I ain't a little liar. I ain't a little thief. I ain't a little twat, cunt, whore, bitch, whatever. Like, go Tourette's on that shit. But, like, you know, like, I may be a lot of things, but a liar, a thief, a whore, like, those are some things, cruel. Like, no, those are things that I'm not. Like, if you get me to be a bitch to you, like, you probably had that coming. You probably were fucking digging for a minute, bro. Like, it takes a minute. Like, that shit just isn't that. You don't wake the bitch for like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's hibernating. She's like, she's cool. She hibernating. Like, let the bitch alone. Like, you want to start waking the bitch. You want to start poking the bear. Like, don't be surprised if you lose a fucking eye or an arm, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, right? Hello, Natalie. Yeah, right? Like, so in the end of the day, can you look yourself, like, it doesn't matter how you're projecting outwardly. It doesn't matter what you're putting on the Instagram or the TikTok, or what you're posing for. Like, what type of, like, your soul, like, when this meat sack dies, which it will, it has an expiration date, like, your soul is infinite. And, like, what taxation are you putting in your soul, in this special temple, right, that you have? Like, what are you really doing? And are you aware of that? And a lot of these people are not aware of that. A lot of these people, excuse me, a lot of these people get caught up by, needing to follow what everybody else is doing, and they get lost, right? It's like they lose their very own authenticity. I can't deal with you guys, sorry. I've been wearing this hat because this light, I can't wait until I get the other space like set up. Okay. Because this light is fucking kills my eyes. It's like artificial light, and all this stuff is like so bad. So bad. I have like a whole drawer of like nice light yellow, like that I like fire. Ugh. But anyways, um, you will find that you're more sensitive, right? The more you clear yourself, you become more sensitive to all this bullshit. And there is a lot of people that are trying to, not people, like beings or entities, that are attempting to kind of hop on board. And that's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to get you all fucking worked up, all fit to be tied, right? Like, the thing is like, people try to message me, like demanding me, like, you need to do this because I fucking said so. Like, bitch, who the fuck are you to tell me, like, what? Like, I'm no. You know what I'm doing in divine feminine mode is in the receiving mode. So any man that needs to ask me for fucking something, then like my time, then to take me somewhere, then to worship me, or to like be kind, like, go fuck yourself. I don't care, actually. Anybody. There's no gender specification on that. But like, especially like men that are demanding that I do something for them, like, especially when they know that I've had so much shit going on in my life, like, grow the fuck up, bro, or go leave me alone and go suck somebody else's dick, bro, like, because you're gay, right? Like, no fucking actual man is going to like know that a woman has been suffering and be like, I'm gonna demand that, even though I see that you're going through a lot in life, like, I'm gonna demand that you do some shit for me right the fuck now that I don't actually need you to do. I could just do for myself, and it would literally cost me like $5 to resolve this problem, but instead I'm just gonna fucking be a dick. I'm gonna try to be a controlling, misogynist, dick ass motherfucking piece of shit to you for no reason, when actually technically, like, I owe you like $100, and I can't just take five motherfucking dollars to like fix this problem that I created for myself. It really isn't a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Just like an example, but I'm just tired. Like, when I send somebody a message, right? Like, I'm just like, that's cool. but like it has to go down like this, you know, like you're gonna have to come and meet me or give me somebody I can meet that can give me a receipt because it's got to be paid in fucking cash. And someone tried to give me some bullshit about that, and I was like, since when? Since when and where? In what fucking country? Because I've lived and been in like almost like 30 fucking countries, and like pretty sure in every country I've ever been to, like cash is fucking king, bro. Like you don't like you got a problem with someone paying you straight up in cash? Like no, nobody ever like no. Like no, nobody ever was like you can't buy a house with cash. You can't pay that with cash. You can't buy a car off the lot with cash. No, that should never fucking happen ever. Never ever ever. Okay? Unless like whoever's running the business is sketchy as fuck, then like maybe the owner doesn't want them to touch any cash. But other than that, like if you're the actual fucking owner of the the place or the company, like you shouldn't have a problem with someone paying you up front in fucking cash. That's weird. That's weird. There's something off about that. NPC. Non-player character. Like 100%, like that's what I think. Like they're just like, no, everything has to be on a digital basis. And I'm just like, but can't you just put this in and send me like a digital receipt? The fuck? Like, don't be asking me to do more shit. Like, this is what I said. This is where I'm at. This is my capacity. This is what I have. Like, the only problem is the problem that you're fucking creating because I told you the scenario. So, for instance, when someone's like, I need you to do this and give this here and do that for me and do like, what the fuck, bitch? What the fuck are you trying to do for me? And what the fuck makes whatever you have in your life going on more important than what the fuck I have going on in my life is the real question. And I'm not just saying this for me, I'm saying this for you guys too. Like this is really like this is really I don't know, like collective, you guys want to hear this. This is like potent stuff, apparently, but like maybe this is the confirmation that you guys needed to be able to eat a fucking cookie. But no, maybe it's the confirmation that you needed to get yourself out of that mental slavery state of like, bitch, I don't fucking work for you. What? Do not order me or tell me what to do. Right. If we don't have a contract, if you're not paying me for my time or to talk to me like a fucking misogynistic piece of shit, like definitely like I'm not talking to you for sure. Like, I don't know. I might listen to some dumb shit like if I was getting paid quite a lot of money, but when a motherfucker actually like owes me money and is acting like I owe them fucking something, huh? Bitch, go get a new fucking key. How does it feel? You don't like that. You don't like feeling uncomfortable in your own home? What do you think's gonna happen? What do you think I'm gonna do with your key, homie? What do you think I'm gonna do with your key? Can't be any worse than what you try to do with mine, right? Like, oh, you mean when you put me there, you try to do me a favor, even though for fucking 3 months I didn't have nowhere to live, and you try to do me a favor after I already got a place? I'd be like, blah blah blah. Put me in a space where they're doing weird fucking dark ass black magic and my cat almost fucking died from it. That's how fucking dark that shit was. I almost died from it. I was sick. I couldn't eat for fucking like 3 or 4 days. I was like literally like it was bad. And like, yeah, so you're upset. You're upset. Like I can only imagine what's gonna happen to you in your house if you try to put black magic, if you try to allow me the space as if you were doing me a favor to be in your house when you let these fucking sick fucks that you took money from do black magic on me in your fucking house. Like, yeah, how does it feel? How does it feel that you don't know who could potentially have your fucking key? Or maybe I'm just like super far away on another fucking island, like you already know, and how the fuck am I gonna send you your goddamn key? Dumbass. Like that shit is literally like fucking $2 or $3 to fucking get a new one. Like, why would you be fucking complaining about it for months? Like when it's easily replaceable. Because people are just trying to fucking hate, right? Like, but I'm not I just gave it like 5 minutes of my time and your time. So I apologize for that, number one. But like literally, this is the type of shit. Like people literally trying to get you to it's like reactive abuse. You know, it's like trying to come at you, trying to come at collective with this bullshit, trying to be like, no, you got to do what I say because I'm authority or because you have something. Like, bitch, I didn't fucking, I didn't steal nothing from you. I got sick because they were doing fucking weird black magic and I had to leave that fucking house. It was just a fucking accident. Well, like, does it matter? And if you left me a fucking key and in your house, then like, at what point since then did you stop trusting me? To where it's fucking crazy, right? These people are in a mental trap because they attempted to do that to you. This is what yeah, for no reason, right? Like, what? No, it's for a reason. It's because they were treasoning, right? Because they were doing, because all the mutiny against me, right? But I would assume because the micro and the macro, right? Like, I would assume that this is not, I'm not the only one in collective that was experiencing this or will experience or has experienced this. And like, yeah, I just fucking returned to sender, bro. Like, I just use my little fucking jar with the little fucking candle and put all these fucking keys from all these fucking places that all these people fucking try to fuck me up at. I'll just put them all in there and fucking put a little spell, did a little candle, and like, boom. If that shit fucking clap back, and something goes on in your fucking house, then you know why. Because you did something against me. Like, I didn't do any attacks. I just returned the whatever you sent my direction, whoever was trying to send my way or collective's way, like I just did the return to sender. I just sent that shit back. Times 10, times 100. No biggie. No big MBD, bro. MBD. Like, if you're fucking freaking out and in this mental thing, it's because you were doing, you know what I'm saying? See, you experienced the same shit. That's what I'm saying. And they did that shit for no reason because they just fucking haters. Because they know you got a mission. Oh, that's why. That's why. And so you were left weighing 92. Bro, same girl. I was 91. 91 fucking minutes. Like 40, it's like 42 kilos, bro. Like, I ain't like big and thick, but like I ain't tiny and shit like that, like anorexic, like, because spell work, and that's what's coming back on all of them, and that's why they're fucking now trapped. That's why they're freaking out. That's why they're freaking out, because they're afraid. They're like, you must be putting some shit back. You must be doing some weird spell work because all these towers and all this shit's happening. No, all those swords that all you bitches took and stabbed in my back. Justice is rating to go right now. Time of the season. Return to sender. Wrong address. That's right. That's right. Not at this address. Like, bitch. Return to sender. This address is unknown. Return to sender. Ain't nobody home. And they're gonna lose their home. Okay. They be losing their home. Like, they're about to have to turn over this house. This is some type of like, this is either like a hotel, okay? This is either like a resort, a hotel, a spa, a beachfront property. Like, this could be like a a high rise, something like this. But this is some fancy shit, okay? This is literally like resort or spa level, like probably close to the water, has some type of water view by the ocean, down by the sea. And these people are fucking freaking out because they're like, how did you find out? Oh, we're playing tarot. No big MBD, bro. MBD, right? You guys, you know, we just balancing that shit out. I just called on the angels. I was just like, hey, bro, what you doing? Can you check on this motherfucker for me? Because right now, I think someone's trying to take my pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. That's my rainbow. You ain't a rainbow too. I'm a rainbow too. Whoever you hating ass cross watchers are, you ain't the rainbow. You may be gay. Maybe you like to taste the rainbow. I'm hearing that taste the rainbow. You know, you may be doing some like these people. Yeah. These are unhealed people. Unhealed people. What is this Palace of, what is this Palace of Cups? Let's see. Let's find out more about this real quick though. I just be needing to know this shit. Because it's like I'm picking up like a resort. Yeah. The King of Coins, like stable. This is business, property. This is like land, like literally spa, resort, property, beachfront property. Like, what is this? Yeah. Mm-hmm. They actively made a decision with this whole group of people. Ooh, they could have even, ooh, ooh, they try to cash out. Ooh, ooh, not good. So they were like, eyes on the prize, okay, all these third party interferences. And they made a decision thinking, oh, collective's just going to be like, and they can cash in. They made this decision collectively about this land. They cashed in. It's like they cashed in on something that was already yours, collective, because they were hoping to cash out on you. I'm hearing cash in, cash out, wax on, wax off. So it's like they were hoping one transaction and then another, something like this. Now, for some of them, they were given the job to like take you out. Yeah, to physically take you out, to end your life. And this could have been one of these romance scammers, okay? And when this person came in trying to potentially give you some weird physical ailment, physical disease, maybe poisoning you, taking something, this is someone that also like took something that you, some type of your creation, something that you are very passionate about, something that you created. But this is also somebody like Jezebel. This is like incubus, succubus energy, right? And they came in and they try to distract you, and this person made this deal. They maybe fell in love. They fucked around and found out, yeah, they fell in love. And they were like, I'm confused. I don't know what to do because, and one part of them had this weird sex demon attached to them, but the other part of them really was confused because they were feeling all of this abundance, all of this love, all of this intensity and this passion. They felt something that they had never received before, and they never will receive that before again. It's like for once, it's like even though this person's point of being with you was to take from you, they actually received something from you. They received more. They received love that they had never felt. They had received an experience. And this is for many of these people, this community, these hitmen, these lovers, whatever these people are. Um, they connected with you. They received so much more. They learned so much from you. It's like um, they see you as like more spiritually advanced, more well educated, more well, you know what I'm saying? Like you knew how to, it's like your level of like emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, physical agility, ability, like your ability to reciprocate, to give them something that they never received before. Reciprocity. It's like you gave them like this love. You gave them like a family. You gave them something that they never experienced before, and still, even after all of that, they still went for this other option because they thought for sure that they would end you. They thought for sure if they got you all on your own. Now, for many of you guys, this could have been some type of mother, aunt, some type of friend, something like this. Somebody that was in control of the money or that offered money up to this person, and they basically rebuked that money back or didn't give them the final payout, refusing to give them the final payout because they didn't off collective. So they're not receiving it. There's two cards here saying that. Three cards, actually. they're not receiving this like independent wealth they were offered. Instead, they're just receiving um, more bullshit. For some of them, they could have taken some. Uh, uh, they were given the option to hurt collective. Okay, to make collective feel unwanted. They probably took on some other type of lover. They were probably paid to take on some other type of lover, and in that process, there's a lot of bullshit that happened with that person. That person is actually making their life a living hell. Whatever they were saying that was so bad about being with collective is actually 10 times worse with this other person. And it's not fake, it's actually real. And this person could have given them something. They could have like burning bush, burning crotch, burning dickle, triple, something like this. Yeah. Something that happened in this false connection. And that again, that is like their karma. That is their karma. What is this Eight of Wands with this High Priestess? The Magician. Yeah. It's like these people knew this already. These people that put them up to it, they may have been trying to like get in with this cult or this coven. Okay. They may have High Priestess and Magician energy. They may have tried to get in, to a cool kids club or something like that. They may have been practicing like witch or warlock, wizard type shit, but actually they're really not. They're really not, because they were actually tricked. They were actually tricked. What are the messages? What is this message with the Magician and the High Priestess? They can't. It's like they were offered more money to go back in. Like they thought that they could go back in. They thought that it would be really easy. Um, they thought that it'd be really easy to throw collective off balance. They thought that they could go back in, and what they didn't expect was collective to actually create the balance and the healing on their own. You guys had some higher work or some higher powers that may, but you created this balance. You healed yourself. You created a balance. You sorted yourself out, collective, and um, you figured out how to just like receive the love for yourself, right? To love yourself, to balance yourself, to maybe to balance your nervous system, to heal, to find this love within, right? To become the magician again, right? To become the one that's in control of what's going on. And like they didn't expect that. They also didn't expect you to wake up and it's like you guys cashed in on your spiritual inheritance. And when you did that, there's also like a lot of physical inheritance and other stuff, okay, that is also here waiting for you. And you guys have tapped into that, and they can't take this away from you. Yeah. You may have just had to cut some of these people off. They could have been family, they could have been friends, they could have been lovers, they could have been whatever other types of soulmates, something like this, but they're not. They were karmic. They were karmic in nature. Okay, these people from the past, family members, again, brother, uncle, mother, something like this. Yeah, these people did not want you to win. They did not want you to come back into union with your soulmate. They wanted to keep you in this state, and they wanted to collect. They've been collecting. They've been using your money by doing these satanic rituals since you were small, but you stopped them. Something is going down that you're about to win a lot of money and property back. Okay. This is a divine judgment. This is not just on physical realm. This is also in the spiritual. Yeah. And you guys have shown your strength over and over and over again because you've chosen not to run away. You chose to face it head on. You chose that. For many of you guys, in order to move through this or to go towards it, you had to wear different masks. You had to be the warrior. You had to be the victim. You had to be the defender. You had to be the perpetrator. You had to be all of these different ones in order to actually, step into your power. And a lot of this could have been like a lot of testing. You guys went through this transformation, this death and this rebirth, where they tried to off you, where they tried to end your life. Like all it did was really just fucking snap you straight into place. And now you're just like, nope, I know what I'm here to do. Divine is going to deliver this to me, and you guys can't take me out because ultimately it's chosen. And this is what I'm saying is it's like these people tried to spit in the divine's eye by saying we're going to off this special one, right? This divine gift to humanity. We're going to try to trade them in. We're going to try to off them. And we're going to literally wake up these, and this is the primordial, like these giants, these ancestral giants. It's like they woke up this ancestor, like these ancient fucking really dark things. And what they didn't realize is like when they did that, they fucking woke something up from the depths of collective. And now collective, like, it's not like you guys are allowing it's not a possession. It's more like a spiritual gift, okay? And you guys are like allowing them to kind of work through you. You're allowing them to work through you against these fucks. Yeah. And they're helping you to walk away. They're helping you to remove all of these people. They're helping you to know who to walk away from, who to remove. Yeah. And all of these towers are coming down on them, not on you. Okay. You guys are rebuilding something because you're now getting this offered because you didn't let, because you're like, I'm not going to let this heartache. I'm going to walk away from these people. I'm going to walk, like, you guys may have lost things over and over and over and over again, collective. You have had to walk away. You've had to be the bigger person and walk away, literally, like every fucking time, no matter how bad these people fucking attacked you and hurt you, no matter how broken your heart was, you had to stand, you had to be the stronger one. You had to step into your power every time and walk away and start all over again. And what the guides want you to know, collective, is now you've walked away, and in the process of walking away and gaining, not allowing this fear or this heartache to overcome you, which is what their ultimate intention, by having this like direct connection to divinity itself, right, to source itself, and by saying that this is your faith, your dream, your purpose, right? By staying in this energy, what the guides are saying is this time you're not walking away from what you love. You're walking away, okay? You're walking to your new fucking castle in the sky. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're walking to the penthouse. You're walking up the fucking, you're going. Like, here's where you're going. You're good. Don't worry. It's a lot of steps because it's super high up or super low down to the beach, whatever it is. And instead of this being destructed, you're rebuilding. Okay. You're rebuilding something. You're rebuilding your, whatever, you maybe walked away from these people that you thought were going to create something with you, people that you thought were your community or your friends or your family or part of your company or whatever you thought, okay? Literally, you're going to be surprised by some of these people. But this being in the reverse is not destruction, it's rebuilding, okay? So, what the divine is saying is when you made the choice to walk away from all this bullshit this time, to stick to like to stick to your guns, to stick to your authentic self, to stick to your soul's mission, your soul's driving force. By doing that, by walking away from all these people and all this bullshit, you're literally, they're building something for you. They're preparing. It's like, and it's going to be a bit of a secret, okay, but not a bad secret, okay? It's like they're preparing a table for you to eat in front of your enemies type shit, right? Like that you're birthing something completely new. You're birthing this whole new world, this whole new era, this whole new family, this whole new life, this whole new creation. Okay. Many of you guys may be some type of artists or creators or something like this, and you're birthing this whole new thing. Okay. Um, For some of you guys, you could be getting pregnant or starting a new project or idea that comes in between now and like September, October. You may be really just like setting it into play. Um, there is, there will be, and when you create this, there's not going to be any more of this energy. There's not going to be any more deceptive. There's not going to be, it's like you'll be able to see through everything. This new thing that you're building has no space for these type of fake people. It's like they don't exist. It's like the divine is literally removing anything like this. Like this frequency is not even available. What is the Seven of Swords in reverse? It's like transparency. There's going to be full disclosure, full transparency. Yeah, full justice. There will never be anybody that's getting away, that's hiding, lying, manipulating, like extortion, whatever, you know? It's like this is as far as like words, actions, law is concerned. So like where there was corruption, where there was payouts, wherever this was, you have a higher level. You have a higher power working with the justice system that is removing this. So when you start, when you birth this new thing, when you're while you're building this thing, walking away from all of this stuff, and all of this shit is about to be called out. All these people are going to go away for what they did. Many of them have stolen your intellectual property, and many of them have stolen actual money and your actual property because they thought that you were naive. They treated you like a fool, but they didn't actually realize, again, like I said at the beginning of this, the fool who completes the cycle from the fool to the world, from the beginning to the end, right? He gets this. He's created this. This is the house, the palace that's created through ideas and actions. Now the fool has already conquered the world. See how he's holding it here? Around the world, around the world, around the world, around the world. So he's the fool that attained knowledge. He went all the way around through all the seasons, all the elements, all the bullshit, came back, got himself all fucking centered up, and is like, cool, the world is my oyster, and here's my basket that I can throw it through. You see? No mask, no human body. He's super tapped in. No human body. This is someone that is soul tapped in, right? Soul tapped in. And so this is basically what's happening, is this ultimate justice is coming into play because these people and you guys are about to create this whole new world. You're birthing this new idea, this new conception. You're walking away. We're walking away from this bullshit. Awesome. Fuck yeah, right? That's what we like to hear. That's what we love to hear, right? That's exactly more of that, please. Thank you. Thanks. Tell us about this Palace of Swords and about this Empress. You're birthing a new world, new era. The Empress, they're telling me again, the Fool has done the Fool has made the thing. So this is what you're birthing. You're birthing new ways, new systems completely. You're taking out the old fear tactics, the old like manipulation, the old mind, like you're moving that. You're birthing this whole new thing. Yeah. The domination, the control. We're going back to a love-centered space, probably matriarchal. Okay. Children are things that are born, that come, love, connections, things like this, right? Palace of Cups, all of this stuff is only going to happen. This happiness is going to happen by these divine unions coming into play. Okay. By having these homes of emotional safety and security. Some of you guys may be meeting your divine counterpart. What is this? What is this? Palace of Swords, Palace of Cups. What is this? Palace of Swords, Palace of Cups. Okay. Okay. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. So what they're doing here is the Palace of Swords. Okay. This is your divine, after all the work that you've done, collective. This is your divine, this is part of your divine inheritance. Okay. Whatever your wishes or your dreams, like whether that is this lover, whether that is this house, whether that is this creative endeavor, this mission, this job, this whatever this is, you have already done all the work. This is what you're receiving. This is like your soul. You've been waiting for this for a long time. You put in a lot of work. This is your soul's like reward. Okay. This is something that nobody can take from you because nobody did the work that you did. Nobody did the karma. Nobody waited. Nobody did all of that. This is a gift, like a direct gift from the divine. Okay. They're going to help with all, like all, it's like they're telling me like all of your dreams, your wish is my command, like a genie. Whoops. And this Palace of Cups. Okay. This Palace of Cups is something that a lover potentially wants to um, take action to come in to offer you, right? The Knight of Swords. Somebody is really ready to make a commitment, okay? They want to offer you something physical. They want to, um, it's like they know that they have to act now. They have to act quick, okay? They want to create like they see you as their happiness. They see you as their wish fulfillment. They see you as this they can start new worlds, they can build a new life, they can do all of this, right? They see you as this emotional stability, and they don't want to um, you guys may be taken a little bit by surprise when this person comes in, when this lover comes in, or this person that wants to be your lover. They're basically going to tell you, uh, they're going to pour out their emotions. Okay. They've been maybe working for quite some time to be able to muster up this ability. This potentially can be someone that you've known for a long time, that you've known before. They could have been some type of a lover or maybe it's something you guys thought about before, but it didn't really go through with it. Maybe it's something that you never have actually discussed before. And this person is going to come in and pour out their heart. And when they do this, they're going to be quick to offer you maybe this home, okay? Maybe some type of um, can also be some type of contract like business deal or something like this, but they want to come and give you something, okay? They want to make things fair. And they know that they have to do it now. And they know that when they come in to offer you something, that they actually have to have something to offer you. Like they know that they can't, they know that they can't just like take some time and see how it goes, right? This could have already been a lot of time that went by. For some of you guys, it's a lot of time or there's a lot of emotion or something that's invested. And this person, it's like they don't want to take no for an answer. I'm hearing that like they won't take no for an answer or they're not willing to, but it's like they know that they have to. It's like they did extra. They did a lot of extra because they know that they have to actually like actions speak louder than words. Okay. But they know that it's not just their actions that they can use. Like they have to use their big boy words as well. They have to use their words and express this, and they have to um, balance things out. Right. Because like this can literally be somebody like I'm just picking up with this with this Knight of Swords. Okay. This is somebody that's like rushing in that you like maybe you're expecting this person but maybe you weren't. Okay. And they're going to come in, they could be potentially offering you some type of a ring. They want to make it, they want to, this is the indicative of divine masculine. They want to provide you with the security. They want to like physically give you something. And I don't mean just like give it to you, but like it's like they're ready, they're willing. Maybe they have enough ability to support your dreams, right? And maybe this is how the universe is offering you this, right? You've done the work, and now they're giving you somebody that has this, um, has this security, has this financial security, and also is ready to take action, is ready to help you. And, this is going to be like a really interesting partnership, something like you've never experienced before. You guys are going to create like beautiful new things together. You guys may even be birthing not just new ideas or projects, you may be birthing a child or a family. For some of you guys, this person really wants to have a family with you. Okay. This person wants to be with you, maybe come. This could be like July to September. You guys could have like a really intense summer to October, July to October. This person wants to protect you, okay? Because all these people that put all these swords in your back, like maybe they didn't realize that all of this was happening. Maybe they just thought, for some of you guys, they thought that you were overreacting. A lot of these people told them that you were fucking freaking out, maybe that you were mentally unstable, maybe that you were overreacting, or maybe that's just what they thought. Maybe they just believed other people. And now they realize actually that it's all these other people that were causing this instability. For some of you guys, it can also be the other way around as well. Also like collective, you guys can have mirroring situations, right? Where if it's like all these people, if masculine's finding out all these people betrayed feminine, he starts to look around and starts to see, whoa, okay, actually, I'm more victorious by myself because all these other people are out here actually creating all these problems. Maybe they're putting spell work. Maybe they're driving masculine crazy. Maybe they're driving feminine crazy. Something. They were preventing the forward movement. They were preventing the victory. They were preventing him from coming into victory, from actually sharing his passion, from stepping into that space. But they were trying to make him feel like he was better not making the action, not going. But that's not the case. And that's why now he's on this Knight of Swords energy. Tell me about this Chariot in reverse. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Yeah. For some of you guys, this person could have gotten in a. They could have been in some type of car accident. Somebody could have made some type of weird spell work. Also, like somebody could have done something to somebody's vehicle. Somebody could have like fucking flattened the tires or did weird shit, like right, like attacked a vehicle, stole a vehicle, destroyed a vehicle. Maybe some fucking psycho people did something. They could be tracking the vehicle. I don't know, something like this. Something to do with that. And yeah, these people, like maybe someone else borrowed the car and then they got in the accident, right? Like however this is, like masculine is coming out victorious, but there has been some block, and it's from these culture covens, or like father figure, father uncle figure, brother. And again, the brother can also be like brotherhood. It can be masonry. It can be like fraternity, something like this. And these are people that like to keep you there, just like getting happy, fat, drunk, because they're collecting off of it. Divine Masculine finally woke up to this, or he's been awake to it and he's just been waiting. He's waiting for something to come in. What is this ship? I keep seeing this. What is this Three of Wands? They could be waiting for a payout. They could also be waiting. There can be something coming by boat. Again, there can be a vehicle or a car that is coming by boat. Something like this. There could also be some type of will or financial security, something like this. What is this? This is a big payout. Somebody like maybe won a bet, something like this. Somebody won a bet. For some of you guys, part of this payout could have been that you were actually waiting, that you were actually trusting in the divine and waiting. You were doing your own inner work and waiting for this offering to be brought to you. Divine feminine, being at peace, waiting. Yeah, temperance, waiting for something. Literally, for money, for stability, yeah, for passion, for something, but also it's something that belongs, something physical. Okay. This can literally be a boat, a vehicle, um, a home. This is like a fortune. Literally, literally. This is somebody's whole life's work, somebody's whole thing. So there's no voice. Wait, there's no voice? Motherfuckers. Hate- Haters. Like I checked that shit before. Thank you. Thank you. And Anna, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Bitch ass. Can you hear me meow? Can you hear me meow? Can you hear me meow? You can hear it? Okay. I can't hear it. I can't hear it on this. I try to keep a different device, but whatever. If you can hear it, whatever. So the point of the matter is like these people try to collect all this money that belonged to you, and because collected, because you sat here and you were waiting, you're waiting. You're like, no, 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 no. I know I have something better to come in. You weren't accepting like false little love offers. You weren't accepting like fake love. You weren't accepting um, payouts. You weren't accepting like people maybe been trying to invite you to parties to do humiliation rituals. You weren't accepting any of it. You weren't accepting the food. You weren't accepting the drinks. You weren't accepting the parties. You weren't accepting the bribes. You weren't fighting people. You weren't having this reactive abuse. You weren't going out on shallow fucking dates. You were just like, nah, bitch. Like, fuck you, pay me. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll wait. I'll wait. And like, yeah, you guys are about to get it. Whatever this is, you're about to get it. You got left maybe like I'm picking up on like fortunes, will, estates. You got left something from multiple people. Multiple people. Probably for your business, for your maybe your school, maybe a property, also for like a wedding, right? Okay. You did not miss this opportunity. They have been hiding what belongs to you all this time. And this is people that they have paid all around the world. Okay. This is like a whole organization that has literally been taking, like creating these third party situations. But now you have all of them defending you. Now you have these inner wizards globally defending you. Yeah. And this is some higher level of justice. And they're taking out all these fucking little lion ass, Jezebel ass fucking spirits. It's just what it is. These people are going down. Somebody bit off a lot more than they can chew. As my grandfather used to say, uh, it looks like your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Yeah. So you were under the impression, they were under the impression um, that they could take you on collective, but they didn't really realize who the fuck you were, who the fuck you are. And like all they did is really just like wake up like a darker primordial sense because they didn't realize like boom, that's your spiritual inheritance, that's your physical inheritance. And like, yeah, just like they can pretend to be cold and play devil's advocate, so can you. Like, but you're going to be the one that gets cashed out. They're not. And they're fucking freaking because they already They already got the money and they thought that they could prance right back in with the party, with the good time. They thought that they could just be like, oh yeah, like we're gonna fuck, we're gonna party, we're gonna fuck, we're gonna do this. And they thought that they could stay attached to your energy. Whoever these higher level warlocks or whatever that have been feeding off of you for all this time, okay? Some type of people that either stole you or family or something like this, they traded your soul's light, your soul's energy collective. Hate to say it, hate to fucking break it to you, but you're rising above it. You're rising above it. But yeah, they've literally been stealing um, your life force energy and they can't do it anymore. They can't trick you, okay? They can't trick you. They can't trick you. They can't enter you. They can't do this because you guys have been blocking them. You've been doing the protection. They can't enter in dream state. For some of you guys, you need to still do like some type of protection spell or something before you go to sleep. Just call on your guardian angels, you know, your ancestors to like protect you in the spiritual realm and your body in the physical realm because some of them are still attempting this weird like spiritual bonding or like SA like raping or whatever like um in the other realm when you go into these states and you can be very impressionable. So it's just something to keep in mind. Um yeah, just like when you before you go to sleep and like ask for more clarity, right? Like I was upset because I didn't write down exactly what I knew that I should have written down this morning and it was so fucking clear. But what they're telling me if I can remember right was if I can remember to write it, then I wouldn't be fucking questioning what it was, right? Haha. Keep yourself keep yourself on track, not just at other people, keep yourself on track, most importantly. They were saying something like not everything remember that not everything you see is real. Something like this. Um, like not everything is always what it seems. Like that was kind of like the gist. So what they were kind of showing me is that we have the capacity, right? We're getting more light codes, more DNA upgrades, more codes activated within us, especially if you're chosen or you're high, your star seed, your indigo, your light warrior, crystalline, whatever, rainbow, it doesn't matter. If you're here on a mission, earth angel, whatever, um, you're going to be receiving more of these upgrades. And so they're asking you to tap in. Um, a lot of people, they're attempting to send like signs and signals, frequencies, and stuff like this through dream state. Okay. And so it's important that you, if you have the capacity, or if you're having the dream state, to remember what you were kind of experiencing. Even I saw somebody talking about it long far back on the chat. Um, but they were saying like there's all these weird things and whatever happening in the dreams and like that's very true. You're going to see and experience a lot of weird shit that are going on in the dreams, and it's not necessarily about all of that. It's about seeing what you can relate to, right? Like I like to sometimes have like a talisman or something like that, right? Like that's why I like my nails, for instance, or like my ring, right? So when like I used to have like these bells. And so when you go into these other spaces, you can automatically always look down. You can touch your fingers, you can touch your ring, you can see, right? Your maybe it's your earrings or your bracelet, like something that you keep in your pocket, right? And you can kind of see it or sense it as you're going into these um as you're going into these other realms. And so it's important just to like write some of those things down because even though it may not make sense at that moment, especially when we wake up, as we go through the week, right? Like sometimes they have me watch videos. And I'm like, why am I fucking watching this video? I can't listen to this person's voice. But they're just like, speed it up, just listen to it because your mind is going to pick up whatever, whatever piece of information that needs to come out of this that's somewhere within that, you're going to receive that. Like the receiver is set to pick up what it needs to pick up, and you're going to know. And then later on, when you see or hear something else, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, like, wait a second, you know? And you'll start to see more different synchronicities. Sometimes it can be signs, symbols, it can be numbers, it can be all kinds of stuff. But songs, right? You get a lot. I get a lot through music, um, and yeah, yeah. So like just figure out which ways you're receiving the signs, but write it down because you may find as you look it up later on or as something else happens, you'll be like, oh my God, now I know because it was like this weird thing that happened. It was like my my uncle's like kitchen or bathroom or like you'll be like, what the fuck is this? Like, and this person was looking like that. And this because sometimes it's not always the people that we see in those dreams. Sometimes they're place holding other people, and what we have to remind ourselves is like, why are these weird people showing up in my dream, right? Like some people I hadn't seen for like 10 or 15 years, but then I realized like throughout the time, like what they were representing. And it was like things that those people, I had to like sit and think on it. What did those people do? What was my last interaction, or what was our interaction, or why did I stop being friends with this person or whatever. And so, and that's what it was, is it's like, remember this person when they did it, like these people that you saw in this group, but you only noticed this one person that you knew from a long time ago. That's what it was about. It was telling you these fucking new people are the same as this other shady person, and they're about to do that same shit that that person was going to do to you. And that's why you're seeing this person that you're like, why would I ever have a dream about this fucking piece of shit that fucked me over like 10 or 15 years ago? Like, this doesn't make sense. And that's why it makes sense, because something that was prominent that happened to you, right? Your brain, your subconscious is trying to signal your conscious, or vice versa, and be like, remember that, remember how that shit went down, like boom, boom, boom. Now see all these people in front of you, they're similar to that person, which means, oh, maybe they look like that person, maybe they're acting or doing the same thing, like, and yeah. So for me, I understood what it was, right? I understood that it had to do with someone's, like, the way that they use people, their sexual preferences, like they're different, like a lot of different things, but also just that they were commonly like a fucking thief, right? And but you're just like, when you try to like go directly in dream language, it doesn't always make sense because there's a lot of shit swilling around. So you just need to kind of jot down like the weird things. And as the week goes by, or as the month goes by, um, you know, it they will start to make more sense, because you'll finally have like the subconscious or the conscious, like, affiliation, like affiliate link, like that's what your brain is essentially trying to do. It's creating an affiliate link to be like, this is like that thing, you know? And generally, it has nothing to do with the actual person that you're seeing. Sometimes it can, but generally, it's not that person. It's like a scenario or a circumstance that happened with that person. Okay. So you can also ask before you go to, excuse me, before you go to sleep, you can ask your guides, can you please help me? Like, ask for a clear vision. You don't always get it, or you can't always remember it, more than anything, right? Um, this is why I love that my cat wakes me up in the morning, but it also pisses me off because that's like my between the waking and sleep state, even though she does it very gently, like I instantly am like, please hold on, let me keep this, like I have to, like, and once I start talking to her, once I'm there, then once I'm here, then I'm not there. And so, yeah, it's just really important, like, um, whatever little words or symbols or things that you see, and also like check yourself, because when you realize that you're in your own little simulation, you can start to do things, like you can fly, you can try different, like, whatever, because a lot of stuff that they're trying to do is they're still trying to have like union or marriage on the other side. They're trying to get you to eat or drink something. Definitely don't eat or drink. Don't do any of that on the other side if you see it. And don't have sex or lust or any of that shit with anybody in dream state. Just remember, like, no, just like look at it like you're just checking shit out. Like, what am I doing here? What is this? Where am I? What's going on? And start to ask questions. Look around, see if there's a clock. The more that you can become, it's like quantum. It's like if people are playing checkers and we're playing like quantum chess, right? Once you start to like tap into stuff like that. Like I've noticed before, like sometimes it's like I won't have nails or like the way that they're done. I'm just like, I would never choose this. And so it's like a fucking NPC, it's a fucking simulation, right? This is something that's being produced. And so you're like, oh, okay, wait, and you're like, I had a necklace like this, but it wasn't this color. It was purple, not orange or whatever, and you're going to start to kind of realize and just ask for more clarity before you go to sleep. Kind of have more clarity to be able to understand, see, like digest and remember my dreams better, like literally like command it, ask for it, like thank you. Um, yeah, that happened to you in World of the Dream Police. Thank you. You're very welcome. Word. One time that happened to you in real life, you said to the person, "You remind me of someone I used to know." They changed up and said, "That's not usually a good thing." Scary shit. You never know, bro. Like you never know, cause that's real, right? That's fucking real. Like I used to do it all the time, especially like after the head trauma and stuff like this. I used to go up to people all the time and be like, I feel like I know you. Have we met before? And then like people just like thought that I was just like some fucking drunk or high chick before that was like had met them before. And I'm just like, I could really sense like their energy or their face. And then I'm like, wait, did I meet this person? Or is this just like my soul connecting to their soul? But like to be honest, like 96 97% of the people that I like went up to were kind of like, are you fucking dumb? Like, of course, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not snarky to me, but like, but kind of snarky to me in a way where they're like, looking at me like I'm fucking retarded because they're like, obviously we've met before a bunch of times, not realizing like I had like traumatic brain injury and blunt force trauma to the head, which sometimes leads to the inability to remember a lot of things, especially people. And so that's why I'm just like, do I know you? But like, some people are just assholes, and you just gotta accept that and say, okay, I'm not an asshole, and I'm not gonna be around assholes because they stink. um, get your fucking little hand fan and fly your ass away from that dumb shit. And like, yeah, that's basically, I stopped doing that. So now if I see somebody, like, I'll look at them and be like, do I fucking know you? And then if they approach me, like, this is just how I'm going in life at this point. Like, I'm too energetically sensitive. If people approach me and they're like, hey Zoe, like, what's up? Do you remember me? Like, like blah 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 blah. Like, and like you're gonna pretty much know. Like if I know you right away, I'll be like, "What up? Like it's been a while," or like, "How you doing?" Or like, "Do we know each other?" Like I'm pretty direct. Like, if I'm looking at you like this and it's either like, "Who the fuck are you?" or like I'm trying to cognitively understand if I know you or not. But like, yeah, I don't go up and try to like chit chat with people anymore. Like if you see me, like fucking, I'm pretty noticeable. I'm noticeable. I always have like dope nails or nail art, and I generally have like a fucking bright colored hair, and I dress completely different than anybody else. And I have this specific gold septum ring, generally blue eyelashes and colored eyebrows. Like I'm a pretty sure shot. Like if you're wondering if it's me, like for sure. But me knowing if it's them, I don't really know. Like I don't know. Most of the time, unless I have like a lot of intense memories or you're somebody that I've spoken to or that has showed up for me, like I actually don't know. And what's fucked up is I know I see people all the time and I'm like, I know this person and like I can't remember how. And it's not because we were partying, it's literally because it was a long time ago. It was like a couple years or more years ago than I can remember. Like even some of my best friends, like I don't remember a lot of the stuff. Like I remember some of the stuff that we did or that we said we were gonna do. I remember, but like I remember instances with them. I remember jokes, inside jokes. I remember laughing. I remember being at different locations with them, but like there's so much that I don't don't remember. And yeah, just like, you know, my what's it called? Short-term memory. My short-term memory is like really fucking shot. But I can remember like fucking crazy shit from hella long ago. You know, I almost feel like an old person sometimes. Like hell if I know I'm a little bit, but like not that, not like that, but that's how I feel like that. You know? I'm just like, I remember every detail from fucking 25 years ago, but like some shit that happened like 2 to 5 days ago, like what? What day is it? Head trauma, bro. It's interesting. Anyways, guys, just be aware with, you know, the fact that we're in spiritual warfare. Be aware that there is a lot of different type of like manipulation that's going on. You know, not everybody is part of MK Ultra, but like know that this is a frequency war. This is like they want to keep you in fear. They want to keep you in doubt. They want to keep you exhausted. They want to keep your nervous system dysregulated because then you can't tune in, you know? And that's why I'm just like, literally, if I have to take 3 naps a day or like sleep for half of the day so I can like do my channels and my work every night, then like that's what I have to do. That's, I mean, it's not what I have to do, but it's what I choose to do because I know that that's their intention is to just block me from being able to, you know, as you guys saw many times, it's like, you know, there can be 60 to 80 people and then they're just like, we're going to cut you off because you're giving out too much information. And like, whatever, you know, it is what it is, but we choose we choose what side of this, what side of the book we're being written in, you know, like I say all the time, history repeats itself, her story repairs itself. And like, I don't want to be on the bad side of history. I want to be on the repairing side of her story. And I want to change some shit up because I don't, you know, I think that shit's old and we need some fresh, we need to freshen that shit up. Like, remodel, okay, like, redo. We got to do it. Um, um, you totally get that. This was someone you'd never met who really wanted your attention. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that happens. That fucking happens. People fucking text me that shit. They're like, no, I remember hanging out. I'm just like, bitch, like I haven't hung out with anybody. So for sure, she's like, I think we hung out recently. Like, what, bitch? Like, stop trying to fucking troll. Like chicks and dudes be saying that shit. I know exactly what you're saying, and it is really weird. You're just like, nah, I don't respond. I just don't respond. Like if people have shitty attitudes with me, I don't respond. You're not like you don't get my energy. If you're fucking shooting me shit energy, like boom, you don't exist. You're not getting energy. I'm not giving time to it. I'm not like fuck off. You can sit there and fight with yourself while sending me messages, while doing whatever. I don't really fucking care. Because honestly, if anybody was fucking smart enough to know, they would understand number one, like, I don't receive, like, a lot of my devices are hacked. I don't receive a lot of my messages. I don't receive a lot of my emails. I don't have access to Messenger on Facebook. So if people send me messages in any of those places, it's not getting it. If people send me messages on iMessage, like my phones are fucking disconnected. People send me a message to my local phone on WhatsApp, also disconnected. Like literally, unless people are physically trying to fucking call me on my on this private messaging app, like nobody, I'm not receiving anybody's shit. Or if you're unless you're messaging me on Instagram, like then I can receive messages. Not all of them. I'm still blocked. I'm still shadow banned. I'm still hacked. Like it's real shit. And yeah, people are fucking weird, and that's why, because they want the attention, and when they're not getting the attention, they act like little fucking children, and they have little fucking tantrums, and now their stalking and their tantrums go to digital fucking whatever, cyberbullying and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? creating fake profiles and creating fake AIs and fucking DeepSeek and creating fucking pornography and all this weird shit just to fucking get the attention. That's fucking weird, right? You had a random person who drew your blood act like they knew you. Be careful out there. Y'all shit is wild. Sorry for spamming. No, no, it's not spamming. Maxwell, you're funny. You are very happy to have the energy. Nice to meet you, Natalie. Thank you for your nice words. I saw that you were saying nice words. I saw that a bunch of people were saying stuff, but when I channel, I get super ADHD times 1,000. So if I start fucking reading everything, then I'm surely like going down a rabbit hole of whatever you guys are saying and not what they're trying to channel me to tell you guys. So yeah, Natalie seems cool, right? Welcome, Natalie. Welcome to the fam bam. Ward your phone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta do it, I gotta get all the new shit going down, Maxwell, and that's the biggest thing. I'm Zoe, you can call me Zoe. I go by Zofia. Oh, God, you guys. And nice to meet you too. I noticed that you are new and sending lots of love. I love all the love. I love you guys' love. Um, and I'm sure I saw Steve and I saw Cole back there somewhere. I'm sure they're off, whatever. They always check in and out. Um, but yeah, you guys, like it's just important that we're just aware, and that's why even like for me, I I do like maybe like once a week. It's not so good for women, but I do like maybe like once a week or twice a week. I do like fasting, like I'll fast for an entire day or something like this, just to also clean any type of parasitic shit out, right? When I do eat stuff, like I also eat a lot of like chilies and different stuff like that. Like I like to sweat it out. I like to get clean everything out. Like it's really important because not just my and they're also using the technology and even dream state, even like trying to sell this weird shit online and all this stuff, right? Like predicting what we're gonna do and what all of this shit and you know it's just important to be very grounded, and the more that you keep your protection spell, keep yourself clean, like just drink a fuck ton of clean water. Like most important thing that you can do. um yes, welcome, thank you to have you guys. Nice to meet you guys too. um the most important thing you can do is really just drink a lot of water and keep your protection spells up. Like, again, call on your angels and your ancestors and make sure you're lighting like an incense, a candle, Palo Santo, a piece of sage. Do cleansing, not just on yourself. And when you do personal cleansing on yourself, when you're going in water, if you're under heavy spiritual attack and stuff like this, Maxwell and all these, take a bath and put salt water in it. Put some fucking rosemary, put some stuff in there. It will help with the heavy metals. Put the magnesium in there. Let your body nervous system kick itself down. If you don't have a bath, imagine light pouring from your shower and cleansing all of the stuff, taking all of it, all of the darkness or whatever, all of that shit. Like imagine it just fading off, and if you don't have the ability to like be in long showers or whatever, you can do the same thing with your hands. Imagine it, and you're just because the energy is coming out, you can splash it on your face, wash your hands down, down, like just get the energy off. Just a lot of visualization actually really does help. And that's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to keep us fucked up here. So we're visualizing all this weird shit. Like we need to be aware of all the dark stuff that is happening, but not let it overcome us. We need to be aware to bring it to the surface, because once it gets seen, then it can't go back into hiding. It is now present, and now we do something about it collectively. But um, we don't we don't let it like anger us. And that's the thing, is finding this actual balance of being like, fuck these dark, sinister ass, and crazy pedo weird shit that's going on. And that's not the world that we see, right? Tell a beautiful vision, tell a vision, right? They call it the boob tube, but tell a vision. Tell us a vision of how you see this utopia, right? Like I sat down today and wrote pages and pages of like fucking really dope ways that we take over different spaces and we create like this solar punk, these communities where we're taking care of children and survivors of like abuse and SA and elderly people, and where there's like this whole thing like I fucking wrote like I channeled look at me so many goosebumps, you guys. I channeled some hardcore stuff today, and that's the energy is sometimes it's like Einstein says that necessity is the grandfather of all invention, right? So it's like until all of this, until we're just like, wait a fucking second, like we can't, we're not doing this anymore. Like, no, no. Like systems need a whole new maker. Like we need some new rulers. We need some new, like, why are we fighting? War? What are we doing here? No, 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 no. Actually, we're coming back to humanity, to the actual humanity, to the matriarchal, sense of it all, and saying, okay, no, no, that's not good. No, that's not going to work. Oh, no, that's actually not okay. We don't do that to children. We don't do that to women. Like they're actually people, they're also people. And also if they're colored, like they're people, everybody, like we're all alive people, human beings, human, we're all the same race. They call it the human race. Okay. So everybody needs to just chill the fuck out with all the other weird shit, all the like fighting with the borders and religions and races and all like, bro, we are human. So we need to come back to the baseline humanity of it all and realize that that's all the fear, the separation, the lack, the war, the uh, all of it is just mind games they're playing. And it's like that movie, A Bug's Life, 100%. And that's where we're at, you guys. And we're really I'm watching the ripple back in the whole world. And it's beautiful because we just had to see that all of this stuff, like it just had to be so fucking spit in our face that we're just like, bro, like I need something to wipe this shit out, and then like I'm gonna need some eye drops, like that shit was dirty, like dirty, like get that, like wash that shit out of my eye, like, and start to tell a vision, right? Tell the vision of our utopian dream of our future. And so that's what I did is I'm just like boom, 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 boom. Like as much as I'm like, hey guys, we got to do something now. Like if you're trying to go legally, like let's try it. Let's attempt to do things like this. But also like side quest note, like when I've been telling people this for 20 years and they always thought I was fucking crazy, but whatever now, of course. It's like if we have our own systems, if we have our own ecosystems that are not reliant upon all of these grid work, these governments and all this stuff, then it doesn't matter like what the fuck they're doing because we're not like begging, we're not under their rule, we're not under their control, we're under our own thing, right? And so it's neither here nor there because energy is free, right? That's what they don't want. And it's like, no, no, bitch, how can we make money if we can't sell you stuff? How can people that are healthcare just want to help each other and like they get their food and their house clean or whatever, like exchange, barter system. Like they don't want that. But like that's what the rest of us want. We just don't realize it yet. We just don't realize it because we've been stuck in the system and we've been programmed in the system for so fucking long, that we're all collectively breaking out of it. So I feel like this is really like people are like, you need to make a course. And I feel like the course, like, okay, I have like three different ones, but one is like divine masculine, like embodying right into the to this matriarchal masculine, number one, like, but like decentering the patriarchy. And this is coming from for men and women, right? Because we have been each taught differently and how that looks with changing that because we're all subject. This isn't a new thing. It didn't just happen. This has been systemically fucking raping our minds and our program. It's one of the oldest programs running since before we were even able to stand up and run. And so it's just about this, like the deep, the reset, the hard reset. and just being okay. And it is okay to be like to be overwhelmed and to be sad, because like everything that we knew, like everything that we were told, like history, like doctors, like people, government, like everything that we knew is like mind-blowingly like false. Okay, unless you've like been like me and a lot of these other people that have just been on it for a hell of a long time. Oh, you're like, wait a second, like everything is collapsing that I knew, like everything that I knew to be fact, or everything that I knew to be real is all fucking fabricate. Like, wait, all of this is a fabrication? When people are like, you live in a fantasy world. I'm like, yeah, well, you live in a fucking horror nightmare reality. So I'm gonna fucking keep talking to the aliens and the fairies and the angels, like while you keep sitting over there working and making deals for the devil. Like that's choices, choices, free will. Everybody has their own free will. You can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna be done. I'm going over there. I'm gonna be like, hey angels, hey fairies. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm good with that. I want to go toward the Harry Potter world, not towards a Terminator timeline. Like I'm okay. Like I would rather believe in the witches and the wizards and the fairies and all of that than what? Than in the fucking robots taking over the world. Like no, no, no. So tell your vision and start to make it replay. Like even write it down and read it every day. This is how I manifested things, so many things. Boats and fucking going all around the world and all kinds of stuff. And just like literally every night before you go to sleep, every morning when you wake up, you're like, oh, this is how I see the future. This beautiful solar punk thing, where we're taking care, like where the women, can I say it? Where the women and the children that are seeking like the safety and the shelter, that have been maybe like sexually assaulted, but they don't have like the family or the support system, like putting them in a facility, like not in a facility, but putting them in like sanctuary living spaces where they're working, like part of their job or the rehabilitation is working, like especially if they have children, working with the elderly, right? Instead of the elderly being in nursing homes, right? Like just I'm just gonna give you guys a little tidbit of like some shit I've been coming up with for the last few months. Now, the way that the system works there is basically like the with the elderly, because maybe the elderly don't have the family, maybe they're old, or maybe they don't, whatever, right? So they get to kind of rehabilitate but dehabilitate, and the children being around keeps them, right? The children are now learning more because they're with older beings. And also, the older beings are being more fulfilled because they're not there without family. Same with the people that were in this violent situations, or that just had to leave, that left. Maybe they had some fucking tragic thing happen and they don't have anything. I don't really know. Maybe they came from abuse. Maybe they came from drugs. Maybe they came, it doesn't matter. Now they have the ability to have the community and the family, but also to say, okay, everybody's doing their part to stay here, you know? So if it's like once we start to remove certain things, right? Like once we start to remove, for instance, all the people that are doing weird shit to elderly people, right? In healthcare, people that are fucking offing them, or people that are stealing their belongings or whatever, all this bullshit, it would eradicate all of those, because now these people aren't getting paid. It's part of it's their contribution to being part of the community that keeps them safe. And depending on the circumstances, then there's like a certain amount I mean, I have it all listed out. There's a certain amount of time that people can get to stay there, and for other people to come in to keep it rotating. And then they get to start to learn stuff, right? They get to start to learn stuff. They get to start to maybe learn how to rebuild, like this little village, right? Will be good. Like there'll be like the little bookstore, there'll be the school, there'll be the little market, there'll be whatever. And like we'll put people in different areas and see like what they thrive in. And from there, you know, from there, then they can start to maybe go into other things, right? They have something else to offer. It's like slowly, like I have a whole thing written up for like reset, for rehabilitations, for people that are like addicts, for people that are like abusive, for people that are kind of like, I've literally been writing all this stuff up, guys. And yeah, so like this is the thing. What is your vision? Start to tell your vision. And as words or spells, that's why it's called spelling. Our thoughts are very powerful. Our words are very powerful. And it's super important for us to be saying those and speaking them into truth, right? Um, you're welcome. How does it look like with a candle? This is how I do it with a candle. Oops, this is how I do it. So I put the candle in one of these little mason jars, and then if I want to put like, if I want to put a paper or something, like if I want to put like a little spell, if I'm releasing something, I did it on the full moon. You know, you just put a little paper, you write it, you fold it, you put the little paper, you can burn the little paper, you can burn something else on top of it. And then I don't close it all the way. I just let it like this. That way there's not a bunch of shit that flies everywhere. But yeah, you can put like in a little bay leaf or something like this. The smoke and the fire element helps to call in the ancestors. And also as you're looking at the smoke, like you can go and stare into the water. You can also stare into a fire, right? You can also stare like to any of the elements, right? Stare to the fire, stare into the water, like touching the water or watching the water like move, water. Um, Also like the wind, you can like lay back and like watch the wind go through the trees, watch the clouds for a little bit, like connect, right? Connect to the earth. Maybe you're doing something in the garden, maybe you're hugging a tree. Like connect to an element. If you have stronger of those elements or you're feeling specifically drawn to a specific element, go to the element because a lot of our powers are going to be regenerated from the actual earth itself, from Mother Earth, Mother Ocean, Mother Nature, right? So when you're feeling a little bit dysregulated, go out and do some earthing, go out and sit with nature. Go, like that's what I did the other day. I was like, what do I do? And the guys are like, you do nothing. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean I do nothing? I like, I need to do something like, and then I just like fucking drove down and I drove my bike down to the beach and just like chilled there. And I was like, oh, should I be riding or should I be doing it? It's like, bro, just like eat a fucking ice cream and just like sit at the beach and listen to the waves, watch the beach for a while, just chill. And I was like, oh, okay, just chill. Like I'm just grounding out in nature. Okay, cool. I'm just chilling, but it's so hard for us to click because we don't understand that it's less. We've been so conditioned to be in hustle culture for so long via patriarchy that that grind culture is not the same. Like there's work and there's things, but it's more in an energetic alignment. So that's why I'm saying literally like writing and visualizing um, this, you know? When someone makes black magic. So um, in the beginning of the video, you'll see like I do like a little prayer or a little spell. That is what you would do. I know I need to make shorter videos to do that, and I know I keep saying that, but fucking new brain forgets a lot of things. And even though I've written it down like 3 fucking times, I found it again in my other book. Like I still haven't done it. It's just a thing. I need to be able to do it. I've just been getting to the space of just like regulating my nervous system and dealing with my own life to be able to like give more to people. But in the beginning of the video, I talk about when people send black magic or dark spells. Because here's the thing energy, who is asking this one? Anna, Anna. Okay, so when somebody sends black magic, when somebody puts out black magic or sends black magic to you, you do not want to, you want to cleanse, but you don't, because here's how it works. Energy never dies, okay? There's basically energy can be transitioned, it can be shifted from one person to another, right? It can be transferred or it can be um, transmuted, right? Which you can potentially transmute it. But the thing is when people are doing black magic, so this is what I like to do at the beginning. I don't like to transmute that. If people are sending like weird spells, like kitchen witch spells, like freezer spells, or anything else like that, like I'll just say, return that, transmute that. I'll ask the guides, right? I'll ask my angels, my ancestors, like source, creator, divine, right? I'll ask them to cleanse, to to cleanse and transmute any of those negative things that are coming to me and return them to me in the form of health, wealth, abundance, and love, right? But if people are doing black magic, then you'll notice something else that I say, which is anybody who's doing dark, black magic, anything of ill will, ill intention, to hurt, to harm, to maim, for death magic, any of these things, I kindly return them to sender because energy does not die. We don't need to transmute. If they are sending black magic, like black magic, real shit, you do not want to transmute that because the energy, like if you're not successful at transmuting it to something else, then now you're carrying it. And now you can be technically responsible because you've interfered with them directing it to you. And now you're carrying it. So I just return that to the sender. That's not mine. I don't fuck with black magic. I don't deal with it. Does it mean that, like, granted, yes, there's a certain amount of I don't believe in it, so it can't touch me. This is a very big thing. However, I do know if you're a chosen one that there is a lot of bullshit that they have been and will be and whatever been sending it out. So when it's dark shit like that, when it's black magic, when it's death magic, when it's anything like that, I return it to sender because I do not want and I say this in the beginning of the videos, it is not ours. It is not mine and it is not ours to transmute. Do not Jesus that shit to me. Jesus did not sacrifice himself. He came and had a physical life and died for his own sins, for his own karmic makeup to teach everybody that we're doing the same. So nobody is, you know what I'm saying? Like each person, each soul is responsible for their own bullshit. That's your own job. So you don't want to take any of it on. It's not yours because what I learned being a healer, being an energy worker, don't be the motherfucking savior. I'm not the savior. No, that's your shit. That's your karma. That's your energy. I'm not transmuting it. I did that and it's fucking taken my whole life from me because they knew I could transmute it. And that's like, honestly, when people are like, what art are you working on? What are you doing? I'm not working on any. Why? Because I'm not transmuting any more of these cocksucking evil motherfuckers' energy into my art. And then like, that's why I haven't been getting paid. That's why I haven't been able to sell it. That's why they've just been taking all the ideas and reproduce because they literally had this fucking spell work. And because I was transmuting the energy into something else because I'm just like, okay, I'll take it and transmute it. And then I just said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not transmuting. The only thing I'm transmuting is if anybody has my name in their mouth, right? If anybody speaks my name, ill will, says anything about me, and if anybody wishes for me to be hurt, harmed, if anybody wishes for me to lose something, to anything like that, I ask for the guides to kindly transmute that energy back to me in the form of abundance. And you would be surprised. Like I went from fucking like boiling water from the faucet in the third world country to fucking like being able to get my massages and my nails done again and feed myself and not worry about some shit. Do you understand? Because I kept putting that spell work out. And these people literally like can't get my fucking name out of their mouth. So it just keeps coming back to me in more abundance and more health and more wealth. I'm looking younger. My skin is getting softer. I'm gaining the weight. You understand? So little, 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 little. Um, but yeah, the thing is there is what people don't realize is you can do all different types of magic, but you shouldn't be fucking with it because there is a karmic weight that comes with all of it, and we really don't want to. Sorry, guys, this light is literally like killing my eyes, and we literally don't want to be um taking on these because we don't know what they activated, right? And that's what I'm saying is these people literally like woke up, they're like, hey Lilith, hey like evil, and they think that she is evil, like some evil dark succubus, not really realizing that she is actually like Shakti, that she is divine feminine and all of creation source. And they woke her up to come and try to attack divine feminine, and she's just like, and they fucking woke her up and they're like, oh my god, here she is. And then she fucking was like, she came to them and they're like, oh shit, yeah, we're gonna send you to her. And then she fucking like came over to me and like full embodiment, like not possession, but like no, I felt like the furious forces of the depth of like every woman that had ever, every feminine, like how they had wronged her, how they had raped her, how they had ridiculed, how all of it. And she was fucking pissed, like super pissed. And so, anyways, the reality is that's why you don't want to fuck with magic, because you don't know, not everybody has the capacity to hold these certain things. And when people start playing with stuff and doing that, like magic will work, but there is a cost. It comes at a cost. And that's why people are like, well, why can't you just know? And I'm like, listen, I'm not willing to take on karma to hurt somebody else, to ruin somebody else's life. Like, I don't want that karma. I'm good. I paid off all my karmic debt. I ain't taking that. Do you know what I'm saying? If something happens to you, it's because something you did, that you put yourself in that situation, not me. I'm not taking the karma of that. Like, I'm not taking the karma of the people losing their freedom, losing their lives, losing their, like, I'm not taking that karma. I simply just return to sender. And like, if all these people start having this bad shit, if they start having heart attacks and they start having strokes and they start having aneurysms and they start fucking losing their foot, or they start going fucking insane, or they start, do you know what I'm saying? If all the things that they wished upon me start coming back to them, that is just their fucking karma is a bitch, because they were a fucking bitch. Do you understand? So it's the same thing. When you play with magic, you want to play with magic? You know that song? Mhm. Are you ready for that black horse? Like, are you ready for the dark horse that might fucking, that you might wake up? So like, no, I don't ever deal with dark magic, and I don't ever try to do that. Like, just cleanse your space and your aura. Don't pay attention to the black magic. Send it back. Return to sender. Fucking 100%. Return to sender. You do not need to transmute it. You're not a master. Even if you're a master with like, I don't even do that shit. I am like so divinely protected on so many realms, and like, I ain't transmuting that. And I ain't asking any of my motherfuckers on my team to transmute that shit. Can you just fucking boomerang that shit right back? And they just boomerang that shit right back. It's better like that, because it's got to go somewhere. And even if you could transmute some of it, even if you do transmute some of it, the chances are you're not going to get all of it. So there's going to still be remnants that keep popping back up, that keep fucking with you, whatever, you know? So you don't want that. We don't want to transmute it. Not our job. Not my fucking problem. I didn't ask for it. I didn't do nothing to you. Goodbye. Send it right fucking back. Bust Elvis out like return the sender. Like, turn that shit up. Sing with it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you knew who sent it, where it came from, what, like, as long as you can detect that that is something that is dark and sticky and you don't fucking want that, like, bye bye. Back to you. Back to you. Back to you, Chad. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, no, you don't want that. You don't want that. Don't fuck with that. But you can literally, if you want to do any type of regular cleanse or something like that, if you want to cleanse yourself or somebody or whatever on a candle, you can always write what you're releasing on the candle, right? You can write somebody's name. You can write maybe like your job, your work, maybe some type of emotional pain or something. Like, you can write that, like carve it, not write it. I mean, you could write it maybe if you have a Sharpie or something, but you can like take a little, like, excuse me, a little nail or something, and write that in, carve it into the candle, and burn the candle. Let the candle burn down. You can also do the same with a piece of paper. They don't want me to share this with you. You write all the things that you're ready to release. Okay, this is full moon. You do release, new moon. You do manifestations, what you're calling in. Um, but yeah, you can do cleansing and clearing anytime you want, and you can literally do binding spells. I think is okay, right? If there's somebody that is relentless and you know who it is, remember, if you think it is but you don't know, don't fuck with it, because you don't want the karma from the magic. But if you know for sure, like, it's someone specifically, you can do a binding spell. You can literally like put their name on the thing and say, like, you bind them from being able to have access, from being able to have like emotional, mental, spiritual, physical access to you, and create a little binding spell. fold it right and right and right, like 4 times or whatever, fold it in towards yourself and bind it. You can wrap it up. You can tie a little string on it, would be ultimate, you know, but you can also just like whatever, use a rubber band or whatever, but a little string, little thread or string would be the ultimate way. And then you would burn that. Um, you can also like sometimes people do that. They put it in the freezer, they bury it. Like I don't do kitchen witch shit. Do some kitchen witch shit. It's uh, more apothecary. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off. Oh my God, you guys have so many word. Okay, very helpful. Hold on, haters. They really out here hating. They really don't want you to know the information. They just don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. Anyways, guys. Um, yeah, I'm doing my best to take care a little at a time. Yeah, wrong address. Who cares? Send it back. Yeah, your team's tight, right? My team's tight. My team is like, bro, like, who are these bitches? Like, these people are still trying stuff. And most of you guys' team is like laughing because they're like, we told these people, like these relentless ass hats, you know? Like what they are going to have coming back to them is like, because they've been told, they've gone and they've paid practitioners, they've lied to practitioners, they've done all this bullshit. They've done all this bullshit. And the thing is that that shit's firing back to the practitioners, to the other people that they were fucking in the sex cult, all that, like they're all fucking each other. Like they're now getting sick. They're now having problems. They're now losing money. They're now losing their homes. They're now getting some fucking STDs. They're now, you know, it's like boom, 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 boom. It's literally like dominoes. Like not bones when you play the actual game and you're counting, like dominoes when you stack that shit up and it's like, you know, and it takes like hella long. Like it could take like fucking 5 minutes or 10 minutes to go all the way around because you built like a big long spiral and some fucking like elaborate blah blah blah. Like that's what's happening right now. That's literally what's happening because the jurisdiction it's like it came out like 4 times in this reading. It's higher level spiritual jurisdiction. So they can't fuck with it. Yeah, Maxwell, the Libra, the scales. It's just what's up. Hey, Steve. Um, if you know the best line. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Takes two to tango. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So Steve is right with that. Like if you don't accept it, you know, if you start to believe like, okay, you know that the people are sending bad shit and you're just like return to sender, like, I don't know you. I don't know you. Like I know someone's doing some shit, but like I'm gonna send that shit right back. You know, like it's like imagine if like all these kids were like throwing like throwing baseballs or kick golf or whatever, like all these balls at your house, right? Whatever. Let's just say, you know, when you walk outside, like you have two choices, right? Like you can kick the ball back so they could fucking like keep kicking it back, or you could just be like deflate that shit, you know? Just like deflate that shit and then fucking like mail it to their mother and be like, bruh, I didn't mean to, you know, stab your kid's ball, but I got sick of them kicking it at my window. So here you go. Just wanted to let you know I'm not evil like they said, but like you don't even need to do that, really. You could just make an art project that's like, balls that they threw in my face. You know what I'm saying? And you just like make a mural out of that shit, you know, just like cut it into pieces and like make, you know, it's like that's the point, is like this is the point, is taking whatever they're throwing at us and kind of just like playing with it, being like, you know what, like, bruh, because they want the reaction. This is like the narcissist, and this is the patriarchy in general as the narcissist, right? It's the deflation of that. And it's like as we the more that we understand that they're just searching for this reactive abuse, or just searching for this response, so the ego just needs the attention, they need it, just whatever it is. As we start to understand that and we stop to, like, you know what I'm saying, it's like Like I thought of like 100 things. Like I could tell my friend, like, bro, like literally, like I gave you like, like I could tell my friend, like, literally, bro, like I gave you like $500 worth of product, bro. Like you can't just have another key made for $5. Like grow up. Like I could say that, but then like my oversoul is like, nah, bitch. Like, does this person having a tantrum on the other side, like the how much effort you have to go through to just get a message to them to respond to the dumb shit, right? Because you can't just normally respond because your fucking line is off. So you have to like go through other like no, no, no. And if the person knows that you're struggling with a place and to eat and all this other weird shit, and like all they can demand is that you bring something, like, bro, literally, tell me, how long does it take? How much does it take to have a new fucking key made to your gate? Not that much, bro. Especially not out here, not in fucking Indonesia. Chill the fuck out. You know what I like? All the time and all the effort, like, bro, like I know you already did it, but you're just trying to. It's just like they want that reaction. They need to trigger. They have to get collective off their cool. And you guys, we're just like, zing, like just maintain that, because that, and like maintain low tones. Like that's, once you start to get worked up is when they can infiltrate. That's when they can body snatch. So I'm just like, chill. So I just gotta chill the most. Like it would be a lot better if I had some fucking Mary Jane, like I would just be chilling the most. But like whatever, I'm in Indonesia. But hey, Indonesia, if you need a sponsor, no, Indonesia, when you're ready though, like I come, like let's go. You know what I'm saying? I know we're gonna get that going. I know it's already underway because I'm a psychic, bitch. I'm a psychic. So when you need homegirl on the team, like you let me know. You let me know. I know how. That is the most organic plant medicine that does everything. However it is, even if y'all just have hemp out here for production purposes, like that's also okay. There's lots of medicines that can be made from that, non-psychoactive. It'll be cool. Thank you, Indonesia. You got this. No, for real though. I feel it. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Cool. Good. Glad I could help you guys. And uh you guys are jinxing each other. Abracadabra. What's really interesting about abracadabra is this word itself actually means, the way that it breaks down is, I think, therefore I am. That's something else. Like I create, it's basically like as I speak, I create, is essentially what abracadabra is. Google that shit or whatever. Go to Ecosia as your search engine, bitches. Don't be feeding these giants. Um, but yeah, as I speak, and this is what I'm talking about. Words are spells, abra motherfucking cadabra, because you're speaking it into existence. You are creating it via speech. Like, check that shit out. You're gonna be like, check out the etymology of it. You'll be like, wait a fucking second. Yeah. They have to hide it in plain sight. That's what's interesting. Open says me. Yeah, exactly. Open says me. It's literally just fucking, it's like how the military was doing all the stuff, they were putting the little secret codes and the words and all the, like, that's exactly what it is. 100%. You're 100% on point, Steve. Like, that's exactly what they're doing. But abracadabra is actually, as I speak, I create. Like, I believe, don't quote me on that 100%, but I'm like literally like 98.99% sure. As I speak, I create. Or I create as I speak, something like this. Come back to me with that tomorrow. Let me know. But yeah, it's like that. You know, the thing is you can't watch it. You just kind of got to like not watch it. You know, like I like to watch some of my other readers and I see like all the stuff that's happening because it's like I already pick up on what's happening and then I'm like, no way that's happening, right? And then I'll just be like fucking death scrolling through YouTube or whatever, watching some readers and I'll be like, damn, like there's somebody that I never even seen before. Like this person's so on point, you know? Like like it's in the collective. Like that shit's happening in the collective because I'm just like, wait, I can't see this shit from like, and then I'll be like, no, that's too weird. And then I'll fucking like hop off and I'll hop on a different device on a different account just to make sure that it's not just like giving me some like pre whatever. Like, no, no, it's real. And other people are experiencing it. And the thing is understand that it's being taken care of, but as long as you're feeling guilt for them, as long as you're feeling empathy for them, like you can send love, you can forgive, bless and forgive, whatever you could do, what you can, whatever you can send love all you want, but as long as you're letting them or watching them suffer or giving energy to them, you're allowing them to still suck your energy. So like just know, like that's why I'm just like, what do you mean? And they're just like, don't worry. It's being divinely orchestrated. All you had to do was X, Y, and Z. And then I'm like, well, what do I do now? Like, what do I do now? Like, I need to go and meet the lawyer. Like, what do I do? Like, what's the next fucking phase? And they're like, you do nothing. Everything is already, do you know what I'm saying? Like there's already been private investigators, there's already been so much shit that's happening. Like you need to just keep chilling like you're chilling because what you proved is that you're not doing any of the stuff that they keep saying and that they keep reporting you for. And now we're picking up where they're pretending, copycatting, and creating all of this bullshit. So the less you engage, and especially watching them or engaging with them or any of that, like the better, you know, like the better off you're going to be. Like, focus on your vision. What is this vision of the future? Like, for me, I like to laugh about it. You know, that's why I like to watch some of the other readers. And I like, some of my guides are like, you get dark. And I'm like, bitch, I'm death. Like, what do you mean I get dark? Like, Wednesday Adams was created after me. I swear to God, you know, and they're just like, you get dark. And I'm like, nah, fool. Like, I just want to make sure in my vision that these people also receive the justice coming to them because, like, whatever, that's just in my nature, right? Like, it's just in my nature. I'm a Scorpion. It's in my nature to fucking want bad people to get stung. Like that's it. Like I ain't gotta be the one that does it. Like I just have to be like, you know what? Yeah, these are bad people. That shit's gonna clap back right in their fucking face. And yeah, that shit's gonna slap. That shit's gonna slap that that fucking smirk off their face so hard their like head's gonna be spinning. Like they're gonna be like, like a fucking cartoon. You know, like that. Like I just envision that. Like I envision like karmatic balance. Like, and sometimes it does bring me joy. So maybe I am a little sinister. But the fact that I feel emotions means I can't be that. Like I can't really be totally like psycho psychopathic. You know what I'm saying? Because like I do feel love. I feel a lot of love. But I also like justice, the absolute sense of justice towards people that have been hurting and killing and stealing and manipulating and taking things that don't belong to them for an extended amount of fucking time while making all of us have to fucking work for it and suffer for their fucking crazy shit. Like, no, actually, I don't feel bad. Actually, it makes me feel good to know that there's justice coming about. Like, to know, like, whether I'm the one, whether I'm the fucking law, whether I'm the long arm of the law or not, doesn't matter. What matters is that I know I know it's getting sorted. That's all that matters. Like, that's the most important. That's the most important part. Write that down. That's the most important part of information of all. So in our vision, justice is served. There's no more fucking There's no more pedos. There's no more SA. There's no more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that this doesn't exist. Like in my vision, beautiful people are working together. There's community. There's justice. And when we come into these other spaces, we can still be these soft-hearted individuals, Maxwell. We can be in this soft-hearted communal individual space because this is our nature. This is, if we are created the same as the source creator is love. It is the very essence. They're not going to be hurting. They're not going to be creating war. Like that is human. We are hell. This is the fucking hellscape. We are creating it because we're fighting, we're stealing, we're fucking, we're killing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that, like that's not in human nature. We have created it as in human normal nature. So we need to step out of that. And that doesn't mean, what it means is there has to be a parasitic cleanse. Like if you've ever done a parasite cleanse, you know that there's some fucking shit coming out that you don't want in there. But like, did you feel like like until you saw all that nasty shit coming out, like you didn't actually know that that nasty shit was there, and you weren't like, I need to get all this nasty shit out. Like, no, because you were just like, whatever, like everybody's doing their own thing. But when you realize that it's actually like an obstruction to the whole ecosystem, and when you realize, as within, so without, when you realize our inner state, our cleanliness of our mind, our body, our soul, our spirit, our being, our physical fucking vessel, when you understand, when you understand, right? When you overstand or understand, not under, you don't want to stand under, you want to understand. When you understand, then you you get that what is happening under the surface of your skin inside you is actually a direct reflection to what's going on in the exterior. So the more clean we can get our minds, our bodies, our beings, our spirits, our nature, the better. But yeah, you have to understand that like shadow dancing is the other class I want to teach, which is like, my shadow is like a fucking warrior. My shadow is a warrior. My shadow is like wants to chop off the dick of every fucking rapist and the head of every fucking cannibalistic pedo. Like the hands, the head, like that's my shadow aspect. And I have to say, okay, it may be dark and it may be a little bit creepy, but really, is it more dark and more creepy than like not doing anything about any of them? I don't really know. You're comparing bad to worse, or are you just saying, actually, I have inner rage and inner justice that says if these dudes have raped multiple people and children, like they should just have their hands and their dick chopped, like minimally their dick chopped off. It's because like if there was somebody that went out with a gun, right? Like there's a kid, they do a school shooting, like are they allowed to are they allowed to carry a gun anymore? Are they allowed to carry a fucking concealed weapon anymore? No. What the fuck do you think a dick is? No offense to my dudes out there. Like, if you're not a rapey motherfucker, then this isn't gonna offend you. But like, I'm sorry, like that is the perpetrator. Like, so if you can't control yourself because oh she was this or oh she was like, no problem. We'll get the cock chop right out. You know what I'm saying? And then there's no problem because now you can't become the same type of perpetrator anymore. At least you can't do the same that like you may be able to do some weird shit, but like you're probably not going to. Like, how do we fix dogs? Like male dogs, right? When they won't stop humping and fucking and biting and fighting, what do? We chop the fucking nuts off, right? But like we don't like, we chop them off. And what does it do? It fucking puts them in order. They're like, oh yeah, you know what? Now I'm gonna be like calm and docile. I'm not gonna fucking scream at everybody. Like that's the same thing that's happening, micro and macro of the male fucking of the manosphere, right? It's like dudes are fucking can't control their anger or hitting or sexually assaulting or fucking drugging to sexually assault, whatever. They're having these issues. So either we can start to work on them, or the people that are repeat offenders, like they should probably just like, if you're a repeat thief, like you get your fucking fingers or your hands or your nose fucking chopped up, and then everybody fucking knows that's a motherfucking thief. Doesn't mean you can never make a difference. It means you can, but like you're gonna have to earn a little motherfucking a badge or something that lets people know, look, I earned this badge back. I was not a thief for fucking 5 years or for you know, like people like people in AA, like judges, like you gotta go get a chip from AA saying you went a month or fucking 30 days or whatever not drinking. Like that, these people need to have the same shit, bro. Sorry. Like not on the sites, not doing weird stuff. Like this is something that we collectively decide. This is okay. This is not okay. And if we don't say that we don't consent to it, then we're consenting to it. So when we don't say, I'm not okay with the fucking pedos, we're like, you know what? I'm consenting to it because I don't want to say anything. What? You want to consent to it? Like, I'm not cool with that. Like, no, I don't consent to that. I don't consent to people hurting people. Like, there's no reason. There's zero fucking reason. Why? Nobody can give like an actual good reason of why they should hurt, rape, maim, kill, steal from anyone else. And our world shouldn't be like that. If somebody is fucking hungry, they should be able to go and like good. Go pick your fucking fruit. Go pick some fruit from the tree. Go fucking work in the garden and then you can fucking take some food. Whatever. Like there should not. There is more than enough. This is the 1% that put this in our minds that as if there's not. There's more than enough. There's no reason for us to be. That's what they want us to do, because they keep us separated. They keep this separation, this fear, this lack, and that's how they fucking siphon our life force energy. So don't let that get to you. You know, even when all this shit was happening to me, and I was still like, can I get $5, please, guys? Like, I was still like, the universe has got me. Something's gonna happen. Like, I already know. And if it doesn't, like, then it's time for me to fucking go. And like, maybe I still have to go. Maybe it's just like allowing me to get some more shit in order. We don't really know. We don't know. Like, one by one, one by one. We're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? We're all in the same storm. We might be on different types of boats, but we all in the same storm. So like, let's just understand that there's a fucking storm and like move through it. Yeah, hemp, bro. Hemp is gonna save the world, bro. The hemptress right here, breaking out with the hempire. Hempire going strong. Let's go. Uh, it cleans the soil, it cleans the water, it cleans the air, it produces more oxygen. It doesn't take the same amount, it takes like fucking nothing in comparison to cotton. It takes no, we don't need pesticides, we don't, all of that shit. And it replaces fucking everything. Everything is made out of plastic, that's made out of poly material, everything literally can be made out of hemp. Medicines, tinctures, applications, material, fucking building material, everything. Literally, like, if I had it my way, everything would like all the material would be like hemp and bamboo and like hemp, bamboo, linen, wool. Like, uh, to be honest, like silk is okay, but it's a really low vibrational frequency. It's not much higher than polyester, even though it's a nice, lightweight, organic material. Like, it's not really kicking that much, like it's a low frequency. Higher frequencies are in linen, wool, hemp, like literally what we put on our body, what we put on everything has a frequency of fucking death. Synthetic is 15 hertz. It's the same as a dead, decaying, dying body. Like we're like I will wear silk because my curly hair likes it, and to keep it covered because it's so fucking curly that I receive a lot of downloads. So I find a lot more calmness when I keep it wrapped up. But like always, everything else, this is bamboo. This is bamboo. It's softer than fucking cotton. This is cotton, right? Like everything. Ma, mm-mm. This is the least organic thing that I have, right? But I save them. I save them all. I have like a full collection. I save them all when I'm done, so they're not just like creating plastic trash. Maybe one day I'll make an art piece, but sometimes I glue them back on. Sometimes I feel like it. Like I don't know, but it's really just about when we start to say what is good, right? Like what do we want more of? And that's why I came out here. It wasn't just to like have some people sew my line. It was because I want to change the whole structure. I want to make the fashion industry aware. And I've been on it. And like now there's this transparency. Now people want fair wages. Now people want to see how much it costs, how much the material costs, how much the workers are getting. Like in the last 10 to 15 years of fashion, like it's caught up with everything that I've been doing for fucking 25 years. And so like great, maybe now it will be a great time to be able to launch the line, to be able to start things differently, right? Like I look at everybody on YouTube, they have their little YouTube shop, they make their little t-shirts, right? All that shit is like probably synthetic, right? Like I want to make my shit like wholesale or retail, which means all the people that they're printing their stuff out, all the spiritual people, all you guys out there, like you want to have my dope designs, like, and you print whatever you want on them. Again, wholesale or retail. So we're replacing a lot of these bigger people with something that's actually made, like not by slave labor, with organic, sourced, closed loop system. Just a little fucking thought, right? Like everybody's gonna know what they can do to be part of it, and like that's what it is. Um, Clickbait. No, I'm just saying like it does happen, but I don't follow that shit, like just keep your big heart, keep your love when all is one and one is all. You'll be the rock and not to roll. Yeah. Keep rambling on, Steve. Heck yes. Rambling man. That's all. That's what's up, dude. Um, Love is our superpower. Yes, and that's the thing. Think people are parasitic. You just gotta be real with it. You gotta be real with it. You gotta be on top of these. How can you stop a dog coming in your life? I mean, bro, I don't even want to talk about it. Like the dogs are getting fucking crazy. There's some dogs on my street here and they just like literally go ape shit. Like I drive up and they just like they're relentless. Like and they're like literally almost biting my ankle and they're like these fucking feral, like dirty ass looking dogs. And I'm just like every time I leave or come back, I'm like this close to like dude, they're like literally trying to bite my ankles and shit. Like I'm so fucking close to kicking one of these dogs, and it's like the last thing in the world I want to do. But it's like literally like I have to like almost crash on this fucking gravel road because they're like trying to run under my bike, right? Or like I have to go fucking faster, and I'm worried because there's like little kids and shit and otherwise they're gonna fucking bite me. And then I'm like, what am I gonna have fucking rabies? Like, what is the alternative? What is the alternative? Like, snip the fucking cock chop, ball drop, like New Year's, bitch. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. You're a dude, Steve. Why don't you dudes come up with some fucking solutions here? Because like, women are tired, bro. We've been coming up with all these solutions and still not getting credit for it for eons. So like, if you guys could get that under control, that would be great. Like, to be honest, I think like, um, have I ever been in a physical confrontation? Yes. Have you ever been so badly insulted by a man? Yeah, of course, dude. What do you mean? Like, you're new here, Anna. You have no idea. You should fucking see some fucking You should see some of the men that insult me on here. I'm sure fucking Steve and I'm sure everybody who can back me up on this one. I get some fucking trolls. Like I get some fucking gnarly ass trolls on here sometimes. Knock on wood. Been doing pretty good for quite some time, but like, um, it's a real thing. Earthen Bricks, if you haven't heard of them, Mother gave us all we need. Yeah, 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 bro. They do like hempcrete, they do hemp bricks, they do like all this. Like, there's so much stuff. Rope, you know what I'm saying? Do I like makeup? Normally I wear makeup, but today is Saturday. It's the day of Saturn, and so since it's more of a regimented day of cleaning and getting shit done, like it's like my boy day, to be honest, because it's Saturn. It's such a masculine day. So sometimes I gotta get in that masculine fucking form. But actually, I don't normally do makeup on my face. I do like eyeshadows. I have like a whole palette of mineral eyeshadows, which is super dope. They're all these dope colors made from only minerals. And then normally I have like blue mascara. If you actually subscribed on it and you go look at any of my other videos, you'll see like everyone, I always have like different colored eyebrows and like sometimes mascara and stuff like this. But yeah, I only do the minerals on my face. I don't do any baseline stuff anymore, besides like aloe and like rose oil and stuff like this because I'm super sensitive. I'm sensitive. They have to do like a special technique for me to even get the nails. I'm super sensitive to everything. Um, but yeah, no, I love playing dress up and makeup. You just haven't seen it yet. You're new, so you'll come back again, I guarantee, Anna, and you'll see. I'm actually very fun today. I'm just fucking tired and I'm a little bit annoyed by the state of the world, but like and uh, envisioning the beautiful things. Um, you knew a woman once who left her, whose husband left her because her alopecia caused her hair loss. 1 year later, it grew back long and luscious. Yeah, you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting about that, Steve, is like sometimes just being in the wrong relationship can make us like that. Like, well, I mean, I know that they were poisoning me and I know all this other stuff, and stress can make you sick. And I was so fucking skinny, but like not once, but three times when I went away from this person, like all of a sudden, like I'm gaining like my weight back. And I don't mean like weight, like, I mean, now I feel like a little fat and a little whatever, but like not really, but like, um, started gaining like my actual like a little bit of like meat on my body to where I wasn't looking like fucking and like I'd never been skinny in my life. Like I've been small, I've always been short, but always very shapely. So I always had a fat ass, like so I never really like always had hips and an ass. So I never really understood being like anorexic. And when I was like skin and bones, like it was really yeah, it was not fun. But this was also like they were poisoning me. This is also fucking black magic shit and all this. And so because I was aware, I moved through that. But every time that I left this person, for like a month or a few months or something like this, or made them leave for a few months, like all of a sudden, like my body would start to come back. Like my hair would grow more, my hair would grow faster, my skin would clear. And this is literally physiological response. Our body is responding to things that are unhealthy, literally, like physically. It's just the reality. Um, So yeah, yeah, this light sucks. Like when you see me actually like, because you see this, but you see this, like this fucking light is crazy, bro. Like it's so crazy. I don't like it, but whatever. Like I just have to be grateful that like whatever I have all my stuff in this space and I can create some stuff and I have a new space and I get to be here with my little kitty. You didn't mean my kitty. It's just taking a fucking nap. She's in her fucking kitty. She's in her space. She likes to sleep up here. See her up there. She's like cat, she loves to be like in the high zone. But so I just have to be grateful. Like I have to be grateful that I have like I live in subtropic climate. Like there's air conditioner. I have the space. I can make my art if I really want to, but I have to move a bunch of shit and I need someone to help me. But you know what? I still have the capacity. And so for that, I'm grateful. I still have the capacity to prepare myself for this new space, for all of this beautiful blessings coming in. And we do that by being grateful for just having simple things and for also understanding that even though like I'm not in the most optimal space, like every other place I've lived in this island before getting with this person was fucking epic. And I took care of myself and it was awesome. And like, you know, even though I know like moving into the next space is not going to be solo, um, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for a new chapter. I'm really excited for new adventure. I'm really excited to close that old book and to start a whole new book. You know, I'm super excited for that. Like old stories, like past, like exes, community, family, like all that shit, like shoot, boom, a whole new world, a whole new life, right? A whole new life. And like that's what, yeah, and we just have to be focused on that and not all these other things, not all these other people that are doing all these other things. Like that's why I just try to keep it playful, right? I like to watch the tarot and hear the stories because I know when people are tuning in to other people that that shit is not just my story because I'm picking up someone else's fucking story. Like I can sit here and read my own story and be like, oh well, that's really weird, you know, and then I come on here and as I start to read your guys' story I'm like, oh shit. Like this one I thought mine was intense. Like you guys are actually experiencing something similar, if not more intense. So, you know, the micro and the macro, right? We're all in this together. Like you and I are not so different. Everybody's kind of experiencing the same thing. It's just different scenarios because we're healing the same wounding, not all the same trauma and karma, but we're healing the same collective wounding, literally from the patriarchy, which is the narcissistic, the empath and narcissist dynamic on a fucking global scale. And that's exactly what's happening, which is why a lot of us are really just like waking up, you know? Um, take care later. Thank you for your lovely words. Thank you for saying you got a jet. I got a jet too. It's super, it's like 2 a.m. here now. You personally have somatic disease. Somatic. Um, I do a lot of like somatic body work and different stuff like this, you know, which if you're new here, before I hop off, I'll tell you guys I'm doing something. There should be a link in my description box below. I'm doing a $5 reading raffle. There's like five that you gotta like, 5 videos, a comment on 5 videos. You gotta go over and do the same thing on the Instagram, and then there's a $5 or €5 you send to my PayPal with a question for the collective, not your own personal question. But once I get 25 people to participate in the $5 reading raffle, um, I will be giving away 5 25-minute sessions. So for some people, this can be tapping into some somatic. For other people, it can be a tarot read. For other people, it can be talking to a deceased loved one or doing some energy tapping in or clearing. It doesn't matter. I do a lot of different stuff, and everybody has a different scenario going on with them. And so the way that we can kind of tap in, I created this $5 reading raffle so people that really can't afford to have a full session or even a short session with me, I feel like this is a fair way. And regardless, when the people donate the five to my PayPal, you can ask a question that I will answer for the collective. And generally, as long as questions are here in the comments, and I do read them most of the time. There's a lot today, so I didn't read them all until the end, but most of the time I will answer them as long as they're for the collective, not people asking whatever. But it's a good way. So if you do have a personal question, you don't want me, or you don't want people to know that it's for you, you can also put a different name and say, can you answer this question to a different name? You know, as long as it's not super, super, super personal. Yeah, I'm doing that. So if you guys are new here, check that out. Um, or share it, get some people to participate. Some people right now I only have three people in it, but I have five five tickets purchased or something, five or six tickets purchased. So you can buy more than one, but I just need 25 people to participate to make it a fair raffle, and I'm giving away five 25-minute sessions. So as always, guys, if you are out there and you are doing the work and you are part of this lovely soul fam community, chosen light warriors, indigos, whatever, welcome and thank you for being here. Thank yourself for being here because if you wound up here, that means you are awake or you're waking up and you're understanding that you're not alone. You may be on your own, but you are not alone. We are in the same storm, just maybe on different vessels or in different vessels or spaceships currently. But we all have a higher same mission. And if you're out here and you're doing the work and you're doing your little dances with your shadows and you're understanding and you're adapting, I just want to say thank you. You're awesome because all the work that you do for yourself has a ripple effect towards the collective, and we all appreciate it. From the heavens to the hells. This is a communal effort, on a big scale. This is a galactic cosmic effort. And so give yourself a pat on the back or like a little hug and say, fuck yeah, I'm doing it. I'm part of it. I came here. I incarnated to be badass this lifetime. And yeah, you're acknowledging it. So, in case nobody has told you, you're awesome. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. Keep going. You got this. You're on your own, but you're not alone. It's good to share your stories because other people can relate to them. Um, and yeah, I'm proud of you. Keep going. I love you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. And as always, infinite blessings, love, and light. And may anything that you give out come back to you sevenfold. So mote it be. Ciao for meow. Zoe out. Love you guys.